way to a portal from the temple in the Underdark and went through it, unsure of where it actually led. You found yourself in a dank, dark hole, cold, and hearing all sorts of skittery things around. But that was only after having made a deal with the goddess Besharan.
Yep.
Besharan left you with a mark to go with a call to go and kill a person in order to seal your deal. You have a very dangerous little dagger on hand that you can use. And Credence is not doing so well, and neither are you currently with hit points or anything. You spent the night down in the hole. Night or day, whether you know what it really is, but you spent time resting down in the hole.
We attempted to rest.
Yes.
Yes.
While our friends up above, in their own little place in the, well, maybe not up above, but not in the Underdark anyway.
Above, so below.
Down next to that big dark maw, you guys made your way through, fought some sort of necromantic thing that came back a second time round and tried to kill you all, and you were able to finish him off. After destroying the reliquary that he had, or phylactery, or whatever this thing was, he didn't come back.
Right.
And you are now set up to make your way down into the deep dark hole in search of your friend, well, soon to be hopefully friend that is going to help lead you into the Underdark to find Shalia. You have no idea where he is, though. And you're going into a very scary place. We're going to pick up, since you guys had all determined that you were going to go down into here. Right?
Did we?
I don't think we ever had that discussion.
Had you not determined?
No, we went,
Okay.
we went to sleep.
How many hours did
Oh,
we
that's
sleep?
true.
Did we
You
get
guys did rest in the
Somewhat house.
remains of the house.
I don't think it's too messy in there.
Don't worry, I got a sponge. Mop up blood.
Oh my god.
Prestidigitation. Oh my god. Yes, by the way, our friend did offer quite a bit of blood to his book. God thing.
Book.
I'm still just waiting for the. At last, I am free.
Yeah. No,
It'd be hilarious if it was like, ding! Congratulations! That is your 1 millionth gallon of blood!
oh my god.
I should have just opened the door, tossed it in the room, just full of blood, see what happened.
As the rush of blood, you're like, here.
Just standing there, just absorbing it.
You throw the book in, you shut the door, and all you hear is...
You know, that actually would have been really funny if you stood there with the book and it just like absorbed everything and it didn't even work. Like,
Can the book absorb as much as coming out of that door?
oh my
Don't
gosh.
forget to pull the pin before throwing it in the book burps afterwards.
No, yeah. So,
Digress.
yeah. So you guys made your got your rest. So you guys are doing okay.
Thank goodness.
The boy that is with you guys. I apologize, guys. Whatever reason, I keep forgetting to
Remember names.
remember his name.
Faendal.
Yeah, he's Faendal. I have him written down.
And how many hours would I be able to get on my attunement?
Hours for your attunement. You got to spend at least 4 hours resting. You'd be able to get 4 hours out of your out of attunement time.
Okay.
There. Yes, so Faendal and Ragstall.
That chart works.
You okay?
Yeah, just my leg just
Oh, that's no good.
Are you old or something?
Yes, apparently.
You're not that old.
I just gotta make it worse.
Just a little horse. Woo, boy.
This is gonna be a bad one tonight, guys.
Yeah, we're already heading
Hey,
down.
Can I use my
Silly
hit
path.
dice while we're dealing with that?
You could use your hit
2
dice
more
during that
left.
rest, yes, if you would like.
That's a lot better.
That's better.
Come on, you can do that.
9. It's 9 points. I have 9 points now.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure it was a 2 and a 6.
2 and a 6 does not equal 9.
Plus 1.
Oh, you have +1 constant.
Yeah! No, but
Oh,
it had
oh.
one. I had one hit point.
I'll let you
dork.
talk that out there.
I'm trying to do this back. 2 and 6 is what?
Well, I wasn't adding that number. I was just adding the dice.
Okay.
All right, so Feindal rests along with you guys. He's not the most happy about going down here. He's pretty much ready to leave.
Give me my
Has-
gun back first.
He already gave you the gun back, I believe, at the end of everything before.
I don't remember that happening.
Oh, anyway,
Because we were all
he will
unconscious
happily
and
give you.
woke
He will
up.
happily give you the gun back. He's like, I've done my job and brought you here. This is as far as we went. I don't know anything down in that hole, and I don't wish to know anything more.
I'm not against him leaving. Anyone else?
No.
No?
Now you guys do know it's going to be dangerous for him to just leave.
That's his choice!
That's what I was thinking. I'm not there
Before
to say
you
anything,
go,
though.
you might want to consider your options.
Go into a mindlessly dangerous hellhole, or make my way through caves that have far less dangerous things.
Yes, but you're forgetting the factors. Go into a dangerous hellhole with a group of people who know what they're doing.
Yes.
You know, there's something about the way you said that just reminds me of someone else. Hmm?
I can't decide. I can't decide if I like you.
It's
Oh,
all
quit being
right.
the grumpy
I'm not
grandma.
exactly sure I like you either.
Well, that's
None of you. You seem to drive forward so headstrong, and yet you nearly die every time.
Yeah, that's our life.
He does have a point.
But
Wait,
Vigo, we get stuff
I've
done.
only nearly died once.
Yes, you destroyed a house, and now you have a giant hole to dig yourselves into to try and find someone.
No,
You've
it's
never
pre-dug.
met.
It's the best kind of
Well,
grave.
Yes, to drop yourselves into instead. You're not even looking for treasure. You're looking for a person who may or may not be alive down in there.
That sounds about right.
Have you ever stopped and thought that every story, every fairy tale you've ever heard that's actually about real people, this is what it actually is?
Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
No, do you?
Yes.
I doubt that.
I think he might.
Is this before or after our sleep?
After. You're up, and he's now choosing to try and make his way as people are trying to kind of convince him to stick with them.
Okay.
I'm not trying to convince. I'm just trying to get him to weigh
Right,
the
right.
options.
At least, yeah, weigh the options.
Regardless, though, Galen over here does have a point. Is that if you go back to those caves by yourself, I don't know. I haven't seen you wield a weapon with any sort of confidence. So
No.
if you are going up against anything or encounter anything even remotely dangerous, you're in trouble.
Yes, but I've at least run the tunnels back to that town once before. I've done that. I've not gone down in that hole.
Well, it is your choice, sir.
Then I wish you luck. Whichever option you choose.
Yes,
Good luck, and can I have my bullets back as well?
absolutely. Here.
Thank you.
And while they're distracted with that, he is gonna go down the hole.
He's a bird.
We
Oh,
don't
my
know.
pet get
Favorite burb.
killed.
All right.
Your
So,
bird's gonna get himself
Do I
killed.
see this?
what's your passive perception? Let's see
I
here.
don't know, but I have advantage.
Fernando. Oh yeah, you got crazy, stupid perception stuff. Your
Perception is a
stand-
+3 though, just base.
Your standard passive is 12, but you basically have like a 360 range with that stupid eye in your head, in your
I think
sword.
If you always have advantage, it gives you +5 to your passive.
Is it? Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's if you pick the feat.
No, I think it's in the passive things. If you have advantage on any
Always.
passive.
Well,
then potentially that's
either
+8.
way, you should
passive.
technically know that he's making his way out. Just because you would see it whether you even wanted to or not.
So, Cuervo, párate. Espera.
What?
Wait.
Oh no, our travel snack.
So Fernando yells out, "Oh no! Come back!" And you guys.
Yells out.
Sorry, not so much like he's like, wait, now.
Hold it.
He
No
doesn't
running
care.
around the
He's
pool.
leaving.
I'm going.
So
Shalia is
Bird
somewhere
doesn't
down
care. He's leaving.
Shalia is somewhere down there. I'm going down there.
Is Shalia down there? Or is
No.
she? Where is she?
The
You
way
guys
to
don't know
get-
where
the,
she
the
is.
The way to get to Shalia is down there.
That's true.
Okay, well, I guess we're going that way.
Can we wait like 5 minutes?
For what?
Just wait 5 minutes.
Are we waiting for him to get eaten? What are we...
Just 5 minutes. Just let it go. Yes, I want him to get eaten.
Okay, I'm walking this way. Here, at least so I can see both of you, so I know how you all die.
Here, let's at least figure out go to the rim and figure out a way down.
Hey, boy. Do you want some light?
I have my lantern.
Oh, well, yeah, fine.
Hooded lantern. I'm gonna have it hooded so it's just a dim light around me.
Okay.
If there's no stairs, I have a climbing speed. So
Right. Findal, at that point, when you guys are all kind of like more distracted with this situation, he's like, he books it out.
Yeah.
Bye.
She says, hasta luego. Bye.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm looking at it. I was like, hasta luego.
So you guys make your way and let Bird make his way down. Key, what you find, there is a pretty broken down set of stairs. It's actually near that insane growth of green goblin's moss, yeah, that you created.
didn't that give off a bit of light?
It does. It's just slightly glows.
I'm gonna take a few clippings of that.
Okay, you take a few clippings of it.
Just to suck up a bit of dim light.
Okay.
And I have the bag of holding, so I can just pop this in there.
Okay. You've got a hold of that, and you see it's a broken but existing stairway, making your way down. You get down 40 feet as it spirals around the outside. It finally lets off into the wall to your left. And what you see is a hall that comes all the way around the circle. Like, as far as you can see with your eyes, right? You don't have dark vision,
I don't
right?
have dark vision, but
You
I
only have your lantern out
and
to
I
kind of
have it
see.
hooded, so
Right.
It's not shedding
A lot of light. But what you can see is a hall that reaches around, at least by what you can tell. There are a few different halls that lead further into the outer part. And there is what seems to be a stairwell that leads down. Because there's a larger hall, and you can see it like leads into a deep, dark spot. So you can go that way. You also see a set of ropes that scale the outer wall straight down the pit.
Are these ropes rotting? Are they fresh?
They're relatively fresh. You tug if you're gonna go and check them. You tug on them, and they are strong. They haven't been eaten away or anything like that. They seem a touch wet, possibly just from condensation over the time that they've been here. But
And they
not-
just go down the center.
yeah, they go straight down the inner wall of the circle, right? And people who probably were a little less patient, wanting to just go further down, assuming that there's greater treasure deeper in the hole. Again, like I said, what you guys know of this thing is it is kind of known as a treasure pit. There's many people who have spent many years attempting to get stuff out of here, only to either end up dead or come back empty-handed if they have ever come back. There are a very rare few who have come back with one or two pieces, but they are really old, ancient pieces that have actually like brought out a fair chunk of money. But those guys like have said, don't go deeper. It's not worth it. They never return. It's a scary place.
This guy was an idiot.
I want to drop a pebble down the pit and see how long it takes to hit the bottom.
I believe you guys dropped a torch down before.
No.
No. Sorry, I have another group.
Have
Anyways,
light on the pebble?
not playing the same game, but I have another group that
Yeah,
dropped
you can
a
see it
torch
on
down.
the-
a hole.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You drop a pebble down. You're
She
casting
gets
light
light
on the
on it.
pebble. So you just. It definitely disappears. Like you don't see the light. You don't hear a clatter.
After how long
Hmm?
do we not see the light? After how long do we not see the light?
It drops over 15 seconds, so it's at least 500 feet deep. And you never hear like a little. Like you don't hear the reverberation of clattering rocks anywhere.
I guess
Well-
that means no orcs.
Well, the good news is, if you fall, you'll have a long time to think about your life choices.
Also a long time to pass Featherfall.
Doesn't really push you off, you know.
Oh, guys!
Some of us don't have that luxury.
I love you guys. thinking like the crazies. It's good stuff.
Incidentally, is the darkness of this place kind of like just normal darkness?
Yeah, it's normal darkness.
Okay. Just check it.
But that sucker falls a
It starts
long,
getting a little-
long ways down.
Would you consider the darkness an enemy?
Don't attack the darkness.
I'm glad you got knew where
Don't
I'm going
attack the
with that.
darkness. You don't even have magic missile.
But I do.
And you know what? Magic missile always hits, so technically speaking, we got this worked out.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? You've given him 5 minutes.
No, that's
You-
what I was suggesting. I don't know if that was ever actually
I was
implemented.
going after him.
You were gonna follow one way
Yeah,
or
I
the
was
other.
gonna follow him.
So while he's inspecting ropes, you end up over there next to him. You can see more clearly than he can.
Mhm.
What's going on there? Like, there's a fair set of ropes. It looks like a team probably tried to go down into here.
Could I do a history check to know what this place is?
Sure. Give me a history check.
Okay.
When he does that, so it's a circular hallway that goes around the rim,
Mm-hmm.
and then is it like spokes hallways that just go straight off?
Yeah, there's hallways that go off into the rock.
So
You don't know how-
it's
you don't know how
like
deep-
The center, kind of like the center of a bicycle, just hallways going.
Mm-hmm. And there's a stairwell that goes down, so you know that there is stuff that goes further down into here. You just don't know how extensive the halls are, or rooms, or whatever there is in this place.
They're trying to find
What
one
was your
guy.
history check?
I got a nat 20, so it's 26.
Dang! Yeah, all right. As you've listened to the stories and everything that's going on here, what you picked up when you guys asked about it before, you were like thinking that it may be your gut was kind of telling you that it might be this place. At this point, you're pretty sure. There is an old tale about a fortress that was created by an old Tejungi leader. A lot of people just refer to it as the borehole.
The Warhold?
Borehole.
Oh, the borehole.
His
This is so boring.
his initial goal was to dig as deep as he possibly could.
Okay.
He succeeded.
We need to go deeper.
Because he wanted to find, believing there was a greater treasure nearer to the core of the world.
Matt, are you trying to tell us that this dwarf dug too deep?
No,
Drops.
no.
Did he have unobtainium tools?
Oh my gosh, no. So he was seeking a greater treasure.
So it was a fortress, but it wasn't designed to protect against anything. It was just designed to find more treasure.
Well, it was designed to protect to protect the treasures that he did find. There were great seams of gold and other things found here. This is not like Erebor types of stuff. This isn't that. But it was this was known for finding a lot of rare things. It was a powerful trade center a long, long time ago.
All right.
The leader didn't ever want to die, and he found himself, with a bit of a in a sticky wicket. He knew he was going to die. He knew he was probably never going to delve deep enough into the earth to find what he wanted, unless he could stop that from happening. The old legends say that he disappeared, and when he did, everything kind of faded because it wasn't funded enough, and people just left the place, right? Trade started going down because he was getting nuts. Like, he was getting obsessive with what he was doing. Eventually, people think that he died off or whatever, but there was never evidence of a body. Some people think that he actually found himself, like that he lost himself down amongst the extremely extensive cavernous place that he's built, or that he found himself dropping into the hole and dying.
There's some juicy tidbits to find down here.
So, no one knows what happened to him precisely. Most people just assume he's dead. But after that happened, again, the money kind of went with him. Trade stopped because of those problems. They stopped trusting what was going on there. They started fearing that there were darker, worse things going on. You're not sure exactly what all is true with those stories.
Okay.
But with the crap that you've seen so far,
Mm-hmm.
darker, more horrible things happening might have been very, very true.
He turned himself into a lich.
To be fair, the one guy we've met here that was evil is a different patron.
Right.
Could be completely unrelated.
That's fair.
Okay. But that's, like, you're like, okay, now I know where we are.
Yeah.
You know that over the past few thousand years, there's a lot of people who have journeyed to this place to find the gold.
Yeah.
This is basically known as the Fool's Pit, like in old stories,
Okay.
because there have only been a very, very few items that have ever been brought out. Most people end up dead here because it was made to protect. Because while it was decently, like, there was trade and stuff, most of the town was actually built up on top of the hole. The only thing that was left standing that you guys found was a house.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, we destroyed something historic.
More than likely, that wasn't even historic. That was more than likely built as kind of a waypoint for the idiots trying to delve into the hole.
Okay.
Or summon monsters.
Or summon monsters.
Kind of destroyed a lot of that too. So.
But it's so old that even the structures are gone. Whether they've been removed by man in order to more easily deal with the hole, or what, you're not sure. But this place was made to protect the treasures that were hidden within. There are supposedly rooms full of diamonds and gems and gold and other precious metals and things that have been found. But no one has ever returned with them.
Okay.
Meanwhile, hey Chismoso, what do you know?
What did you just call me?
Chismoso.
Did you call me some stinky cheese?
No. It means it's like a person who talks about things, kind of secret things. It's like gossip. That's the word.
There's a pit there. You can kindly throw yourself into it.
You can do. Well, not the head.
And while that is going on, I'm going to be untying a knot and pulling up a rope.
Okay. You untie one of the knots and pull the rope up. You pull and you pull and you pull.
And it
You end
just
up with
keeps and
800
keeps and
feet of
keeps.
rope.
Bag of holding
He
just
just
into
keeps
the
pulling.
bag.
While he's pulling rope.
While he's pulling rope, the rest of you, if
I'm
you
climbing
chose to
down.
follow,
Oh, at this point,
yeah.
This is just one of the ropes. There were multiple ones hanging
Yes,
out.
there were many ropes.
there was much
What'd you
rope.
catch?
pull up the end.
You would be pulling for longer than
Yeah.
that.
Well, you guys were waiting for 5 minutes. I had plenty of time.
Well, actually, fair enough.
So yeah, you're pulling rope.
I wonder if I put it into the bag of holding, do I just put it there? And as it goes in, does it just zip in?
It's like measuring tape. It's like measuring tape.
So it goes into the bag.
I don't know.
Does it just like poof into the bag? Is all of it, or does it suck it in? Or
To my understanding, you have to be able to fit it around an object, so you have to put it in the bag.
I know
So
I
it doesn't
put
have
one
to be
end
full-
in.
One end in.
Yeah, but then it would just be that end in.
Yeah, you just gotta keep putting it in. We'll say that you just kept shoving it in there. So that you ask what he caught. He has the end. He finally gets to the end of the rope. He's like,
No bait.
No, but
you guys.
Meanwhile, they were thinking, I can fix that.
Hey, yeah, you can fix that. Nero, get over here.
Hey, where's your turtle?
I'm not becoming bait. What are they doing?
Let's be honest, you're not going down there, so, you know.
Why not? It feels cold
You
and
can
wet.
go down there if you would like.
Well, I'm not going down on a rope. If that's what you mean.
No, this is just a pit of death.
Pit of death.
I mean, it's not
Deep sea. Same thing sometimes.
800 feet of rope.
Yeah, 800 feet of rope.
Well, we're never running out of rope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now pull up the other couple 800 feet.
Oh, at the end of the rope, you do find blood.
Is it like frayed? Is it cut?
If you say
Nope.
you put it in your book, I swear to
You just
everything.
find you just find blood on the end of the rope
Okay.
for about 5 feet of the about 5 feet of rope is covered in blood.
It's a good thing we didn't toss the guy down here. There's blood at the bottom.
Pero in serio, what do you know anything about this place?
Fine. This was an old Taejungi fortress. Unfortunately, the old Kaja went quite mad. I assume it has something to do with all of the iron you mortals like to play with all the time.
That's not how iron works.
I think you mean Mercury.
Anyway,
Do you even know what Mercury is?
Yeah. Maybe. And read my backstory to find out.
anyway, apparently
He's a fish. They're full of mercury.
from what I've heard, he
And vinegar.
had a bit of aversion to dying, and he sort of fell into this madness, and he disappeared. Nobody ever really knew what happened to him. But judging by the nasty creatures we've seen so far, I would assume he meddled with something he shouldn't have. Sound like anyone else we know?
Is there something I should know about here?
I don't know. Is there?
Do we have any idea?
I make a note of that. There's tension in the party.
You haven't discovered that yet?
I'm pretty happy with lucky, man.
Fernando will remember that.
Let's be honest.
Telltale.
This party's held together by the tension. Where's the suspension bridge?
I'm just saying. Fernando's
Anything
pretty
from
happy
our
with lucky.
druid walking around in here?
Just to mark the path, I'm going to be sowing goblins moss into the walls on the left-hand side. As
Okay.
we're going down.
Cool. Cool. So you give a very faint glow with a little trail that's like this way back out.
No, he's just putting on a neon line across
Yeah,
the wall.
basically,
We're
yeah.
going.
He's
Yeah.
putting a slight glowing line across
Yeah,
the wall.
Just on the left-hand side.
And if
We
anything
go to
dangerous
the right,
happens,
it
just
is
follow
on
the
the
glowing
left-hand
lines on the way
side.
out.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds like what I do in my
While you guys are deciding how you're gonna handle the situation currently, Shalia, you wake up. You get to a point where you're finally tired of trying to sleep.
Yeah.
You have heard the skittering sounds of things around you the whole night. You and Credence have had a little bit of some talking as Credence has tried hard to rest. Every once in a while you caught him kind of, shaking himself because it's just out of fear or just trying to keep you protected or the both of you, whatever. He's tried hard to not sleep. despite the fact that he said we could rest here. So where are you going as you
Well,
kind of hit that point where you're like, I'm kind of done sitting here in a hole?
Credence, do you feel like we're gonna get any rest down here?
Well, I simply wanted to get a little breather. Not sure if we're ever gonna sleep down here with all the sounds going around us.
Well, you said you know where we are. How do we get out of here?
You're not gonna like it.
Well, I've done a few things I don't like.
I can tell. We're gonna have to be climbing.
Okay. Show the way.
Alright. Let's go. He gets up and I'm really sorry, guys. He remember if you remember, he provided his what he had for fire.
Oh, I know.
So yeah.
I don't have much either.
Taejungi Tail
I'm
leading the
sure.
way, as he just goes forward, totally comfortable with himself. Leads
I
you.
was stripped naked and removed of all of my hair and then spent the rest of the time in the bar completely naked. And this is somehow what's upsetting?
Hey, I'm trying to be a good guy about that. Anyway,
Okay.
he apologized for the situation. That's all. I'm just saying he's not. There's no armor for him. There's no armor for you.
I'm just like,
This is a dangerous, scary place. So he is making his way. He's making his way forward. You get to you get out of the little hole area that you're at, and he climbs up slowly out of this small pit that you're in. He's like, well, there it is. As he climbs and makes his way up and offers his hand down to help you up, and despite you being very nimble, that's who he is. You see the rough cut of a tunnel into the side here. He's like, this is the tunnel out of this pocket. I don't know if you could tell, but this used to have silver in it.
I'm no miner, so no.
No wonder I'm burning.
That's why she was so uncomfortable.
That makes sense.
No, so you make your way down through this small tunnel, which eventually you guys walk on for like, I don't know, 300 meters or so, and it opens out finally, right? You can see all the beautiful bracings that have been created to support the tunnel. It's like, this mine is extremely old, far older than many of the old Taejungi cities.
You seem to know a lot about this kind of stuff.
Well, this was one of the things I liked very most as a child.
It is all very interesting. I did enjoy spending time in the fire forge, looking at all the old carvings and paintings.
As did I. There's a lot I learned in there.
There's a lot of history. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I spent the whole time foraging.
I looked around.
I'm just the random voice in the tunnel, man. You don't need to get picky with me.
He was looking around a lot before I figured out how to turn it on.
This is true.
It looks over and there's just like
At
a
this point,
a
the
slime
blood
on the wall that's
falling
talking
in
in
his
our
head.
characters' voices, and he's like, "That's not normal."
That's not normal.
I was rid of you!
What made you interested in learning all of this stuff?
History. Oh well. I'm from a very old family.
That I understand.
You're taught the family history from the very beginning, and well, it got me interested in knowing other things too. So I did the best I could to learn whatever there was to learn. But this old place, this is a gem, and all the same a black spot on Taejungi history. A good mine. but abandoned a long time ago due to some very dark things that happened.
Oh, that's not foreshadowing of anything.
What things happen?
Well,
Mine, I'm a little naive about the things that happen up here. I've been raised up a little differently.
no kidding. Down here, they said that there was a mad old king. He wanted to.
Hey guys, I figured out where it was.
I'm impressed it took you that long. The second he was like, things are happening, there's mind ore here, I was like, oh gosh.
There was a mad old king. He was one of the wealthiest of all the Tejungi around. Made a fortress to protect all of his riches. But he ended up losing it. He delved quite deep into things and was looking for what they used to say as a stone of power. Old beliefs were that there was an earth god, a creature that put some of the finest, most valuable and powerful jewels ever created deep in the earth. For he felt that no mortal creature could be worthy of having them once everything changed. So he hid them away. And this king wanted to take one. He wanted to gain the power and see that it could give him the strength to help all the Tejungi rise to great power, as we are simply more normally traders and smiths and what. Never did we have the military might of all of the elven kind, or even you Yagamoth.
Well, we've made our mistakes, even though we won't admit it.
Well, the entire rest of the world admits it for you.
No, I know.
So.
I've noticed that quite a few times.
Yes. Everybody makes their mistakes. Yours nearly killed us all, but it's not your mistake, just your people.
No, but people sure judge me for that one.
Well, they will do that kind of thing. They still judge us Tejungis and think that we're all sorts of greed and everything else, so.
I haven't seen that in you.
There's a touch of it. Don't worry. So, you guys continue that, what?
Sorry. That's an interesting dichotomy in this world. Everybody hates the Yagamoth for changing them into the races they are, but most of them still have racial pride.
Only now.
I know, but still, they are proud of being what they are, but they're angry at the Yagamoth for making them what they are.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Welcome to history,
It
Connor.
doesn't make sense, but
Welcome
yes.
to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that's a dot hack thing. Welcome to the world. Sorry.
Yeah, for the longest time, there was a lot of other things that were going on. So as far as like the Civil Wars, like
Hey, do I by chance see a shining rock fall?
a shining rock fall. No. You're not getting the Arkenstone. I'm just gonna say that.
We dropped the light.
Oh! No, not where you currently are. No.
So my two theories, obviously, are either we're suddenly now in the same dungeon, or we're gonna pull Resident Evil Revelations, and it's gonna turn out there are two dungeons that look exactly the same, just in different sides of the world.
No.
No, the hole goes
Although-
all the way through.
Something. This is an aside. Sorry. You were just talking about two things that are exactly the same on opposite sides of the world. I only realized this just recently as I was looking at my world map.
Mm-hmm.
I have two great crossroads that exist on my map, and they are literally on opposite ends of the world. And I was dealing with something in a different campaign to deal with like demons and crossroad deals and stuff, and I realized that these are basically a nexus of crossroads for demons. I was like, this is stupid. How did I do that? Yeah, this is awesome. Anyway.
You didn't do it.
So, yeah, you're right. There you go. Sometimes things just happen. Anyways.
The voices in your heads, Matt, they're the demons. They're obviously trying to do.
Anyway, sorry guys.
How
All
is
right,
Bayor
so
doing, by the way? How is Bayor doing, by the way? I haven't talked with that demon in a while.
Bayor.
Not in this campaign.
Voices in your head,
Oh
demons.
no, sorry, nope. I don't have voices.
I'm just
in my
saying, I
head,
commune
demons.
with demons. I was asking how one was.
All right,
Tell me
so
the history of this place. Yes.
he tells you a bit of the history of the place. You guys get moving along. eventually, you do come out of what looks like this mining tunnel into a far nicer room. You guys have probably climbed a ways. Like, you've been steadily going up. Eventually got to stairs and climbed up and got into this nicer cut place. There's a lot of handwork, like chiseled work done here. It is full of designs that you've not really seen a lot of. I mean, Taijungi design all over the place that you haven't really had a taste for yet. You can see he's kind of just taken with it, just kind of looking over the whole place.
Do you want to take a second to
Examine
some things?
I'd not like to die. That's more
Well,
what I am
yes,
worried
that is
about.
more pressing, but it seems more relatively okay for a second.
I don't know if we're ever okay in this
Well,
place.
No. I don't think you're ever okay around me, let's be honest.
You've proven that to be pretty true, but we'll forget that. Come along. He leads you out. You guys make it out of that room and further on, and you get to the edge where you see a very deep pit. And you watch a little thing go...
Look, a pebble!
Something that drops in front of your face. You're like, what the freak was that thing? He's like...
I'm guessing up's that way.
glowing stones. Not exactly sure where that came from.
They're not quite as popular as Rolling Stones,
Just
but
to reiterate what I was doing last episode, I'm still constantly pulsing out with my awakened mind.
To try and...
I don't think she's close enough.
Right.
It's a small radius. But
Yeah, it's what, 30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's what I'm constantly doing.
That's fine.
I feel like Credence is sitting there like, I'd be enjoying this a lot more if I wasn't doing my skeevies.
Yeah. If I weren't so
what
cold.
What am I currently in?
Huh?
What am I currently in? Just out of curiosity.
You're in a
Because you
cave.
told me, well, no,
Roughly.
like, clothing-wise, guys.
You're in a mine.
Just because, like, yes, I don't have my armor, I don't have, like...
Roughly a
of
burlap
everything.
sack.
Okay, how long is that burlap sack?
Not long enough.
Yeah, enough to cover parts.
Okay.
Right now, it's not really the point to think about modesty.
Well, no, I was thinking of could I possibly tear off a piece so that he could be comfortable.
Yeah.
He's more comfortable.
If you do that, you're going to be showing off
But
too.
then I'm going to be showing
Yeah.
off too. That was my thought.
You could turn it
process.
into a two-piece and maybe give him the middle.
Except I don't have
But he's pretty big. I'm just going to say it's probably not going to do a lot. Don't worry. He'll deal. You can deal too.
we're
I'm
just gonna
sorry.
ignore the
We're
We're just going to just ignore. Sorry.
Easily in my most
Life sucks for these two right now.
I did. Yes, it really does.
I'm sorry. So, yeah. Seeing the glowing stone, he just watches it. He's like, holy crap. We're not that deep, apparently.
No, which is kind of a blessing, because that means up's that way.
Yeah, but I can't even see the top.
But at least we know which direction we need to head towards.
Yeah. You're right.
And maybe watching and dropping little pebble means that there might be our luck turning around and some help up there.
Think of it as a shooting star underground.
Watch.
Or we're cursed and we're all gonna die.
We jump off and do feather fall, and they just see the whole party just. Oh, hey guys, bye.
The Alice in Wonderland just like floating down.
No,
Join
so
us, the air is fine.
what you do notice though, since even looking up, you cannot see the top.
Yeah.
So just an idea of how deep you guys probably are, but still deeper yet. That thing keeps falling. You do hear something below you guys though.
What type of something? What does it sound like?
It sounds like
Yeah, there is
it sounds like a humanoid voice. Yelling in pain. It kind of isn't super like clear as far as trying to make out what's being said or what's going on. Eventually you do hear something and Credence is like, oh, there's another Taijungi down here.
Here's a trap.
Hit your target.
And that was not
Stay
very
on
nice
target.
language.
Stay on target.
I don't think we're in any shape or health to rescue someone.
I will tell you that as you say that, you have a sudden urge to follow to follow the sound of the voice. You feel
That
the pull, yeah, or push.
Hug me, Peter. Is everything all right?
No, but
Must kill, must kill, must kill.
Kill the paladin.
I see.
before we go down to help that Tejingi, because I'm sure you're going to.
I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything. I'm not dressed at all.
I don't think I get a choice.
What do you mean?
Well, in order to make that portal, I had to make a deal.
And that deal was...
Well, I'm an assassin. What do you think?
Are you serious? You're gonna think that I'm gonna let you kill him?
I don't really get a choice.
He sounds in pain already. Think of it as easy as
I've got a
passing.
choice.
This is why I'm relaying it. I don't get a choice. I apologize for what I may do.
I apologize for what's gonna happen to you.
Mind you, I did risk everything to get you out of there.
Yes, I understand that. But
No,
just
it's-
murdering a random person, I'm not all for that. If you understand.
I'm not either. But I did make a contract to get you out and to get that sword made. Therefore, I had to make some choices I wouldn't have made.
Well, let's see what kind of person it is before we make a decision on killing anything.
I will do my best to resist the compulsion.
Don't worry. I'll help you if I have to.
Well, you did call me a friend, so I was hoping for that.
Just understand, Tejugi friends still get beat the crap out of.
Well, obviously, I'm used to that. Do you not see how I look?
The only thing worse than an angry Taejungi running at you, a naked angry Taejungi running at
Hello, Warhammer Dwarves! Alright, so you guys have that conversation. Now, up top.
I think it's funny you switched to her because you thought when she was talking we were gonna somehow figure something out.
Well, I want to ask, how fresh is that blood on the rope?
Again, as I had said, that the rope was a touch wet just from condensation. The blood does not seem to be fresh. It is more brown, but it is still gummy because of the rope being wet. So it wipes off when you touch it, but it's not bright red fresh.
So I can't tell how old it is, really.
You know, it's older. It's gonna take time for that kind of stuff to go that way.
Okay. Key. How long was that rope? Yes, but I don't know that.
Just
I once caught a rope this
I'm
big.
gonna take a bag of holding.
Can I
I'm gonna
what kind of
walk
blood it
a
is?
bit.
What kind of blood it is?
I'm gonna walk
Um,
away from the edge. I'm gonna pull 800 feet out and just onto the ground and just.
And I rolled a medicine check,
Okay.
and I got 25.
You just dropped 800 feet of rope out. It just right there onto the
And
floor.
just
You're checking. You take.
25 medicine check.
Dang! Yeah, you definitely know what kind of blood it is. It is humanoid, or it is human. It is more than likely Terran blood. It is quite old to the taste. Because there's not a whole lot of other ways to fully understand what it is. You're grave. It's fine. You're a grave cleric.
I know
You're
what
cool
they
with
think
that.
of me anyway.
Cat.
You guys are
You taste it, you're like, oh, it's human. Like she's supposed to know what that tastes like. Anyway.
everyone but Fariel's just like,
One step back. No, everybody except for Fernando just doesn't care. She's like, hey, it's human blood. Everyone else is just like, eh. Fernando's like, wait, what?
Why do you know this? No, so yeah, you know it's human blood. It is quite old, but because the rope has been wet, that's the only reason that it has any sort of moisture to it.
I'm putting the rope back in the bag now.
Okay, 15 minutes later.
It depends how big is the mouth of the bag. And just
So is this hallway a downward spiral like this?
No, it is not.
Okay.
no, it's the main hallway that just goes around, and there's another set of stairs that goes down,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
the spokes going out.
Yeah.
Do
I know what I should have done.
do we have any idea where the person we're trying to find is?
No, we just know he's somewhere here.
We know they took them to the Underdark because that's where Yagami.
No. He's talking about the dwarf we're here for. The guy that we're trying to find in this specific
That will
location.
lead us to the Underdark.
Oh yes, that.
I'm
No.
sorry, was that not written down in your little book over there?
Oh.
Shots fired.
Okay, so
Was that a bad company or?
all right, so you now are doing what? Are you guys gonna
How
make
many
your
other
way
ropes are there?
downstairs? There's 6 other ropes.
I pulled up one.
Also, I do not want to know the kind of echo you're gonna get from
A gunshot?
in this hole.
The same one I probably would have gotten in the smaller hallway.
Oh, but it would just keep going though if it's even
Say we
propagation of
pull the
sound.
other ropes up.
I'm gonna
At
head
least
to the
just to leave them up here.
stairs down. I'm gonna go down another level.
Okay. So Bird is leading the way and just goes down the stairs.
Bird is asking to be killed, really.
Yes, he is. But
I have fair daggers out.
I'm
Well,
glad I am
And my
marking
lantern
the
up to
path.
my waist.
Well, we're not going to get anywhere standing around here.
Well, then,
I say we either pull the other ropes up or drop them.
I don't know if perusing this labyrinth of tunnels is a good idea.
To be fair, we don't have any other way.
We do. It's not a pleasant thought.
Which is...
Do you really want to jump down this?
I really do.
Is Cam gonna find us first? Here's the experiment.
escúchame, amigo. No.
I agree with the human. Caleb, we're looking for a person. There are no guarantees that he is at the bottom of this hole. That is just the bottom of a hole. He could be in any of these rooms or down this pathway. We don't know. We just know he's here. There's no guarantee, and despite other characters hearing noises coming from the bottom of a hole, that's...
No, I've been having this thought since the beginning of the session. I really want to do this, but I know it's a terrible idea.
But he could be in any one of these. Us jumping down a hole to just have to come back up would be a waste of time.
I would like to point out
Shelling. Oh yeah.
this whole place was designed to protect the things at the bottom of the hole. Featherfall is not a new trick.
No, it is not.
There's probably something to do nasty things to us should we attempt that method of entry.
Like an anti-magic.
Oh man. Shellington's like, plus don't you think that the more dangerous things are at the bottom? Do we want to start there?
See, Shellington makes a good point, so we shouldn't do it.
Everyone's
Wait,
like, what?
the turtle?
What?
Yeah. I have been saying he can talk the entire time I have known you people.
I thought you were just an idiot.
No, I can talk to aquatic creatures.
Of course you can.
Man.
Of course you can, buddy. Of course you can.
I guess this
The
means I have to
question
change my
is,
nickname
can
for
they
you.
talk back?
Shellington like walks up to you guys. He's like, he just kind of looks, nods back, and he's like, "Of course he can talk to me. Are you
Well.
stupid?"
If I'm still 30 feet, I can hear it.
You get a little key like,
Oh good, you apparently share your psychoses with the bird.
All I'm saying is that this fortress was designed to protect things at the bottom. which means there's also probably hundreds of traps and pitfalls that we will have to go through if we go through these hallways.
I'm gonna start looking for traps.
Might be a good idea.
I'm sorry. Wait. The rogue wants to look for traps.
Investigation.
Yes, sir.
One.
And the reason you think there won't be a trap falling, presumably, very possibly to our deaths. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that there won't be a trap. I'm saying there'll probably just be one big one instead of thousands of little ones.
So, but the thousands of little ones we can do something about. If there's a trap and we are in the middle of of a hole, hundreds of feet off the ground,
What was your
can
roll?
we do about it?
18.
18.
Guys, as long as we're arguing, can we keep walking down the hall?
Which direction? We have that one, and that one.
Or down the stairs, I don't care.
Yes.
Before Kratos and I walk down towards the
Yes.
supposedly target, I'm gonna actually scratch on the wall and thieves can't.
Okay.
That was actually a question I had. Can they see the ropes?
No.
Okay.
That's it. That's all.
Okay. You scratch on the wall and thieves can't, and Credence is like, I understand why you're doing that, but seriously, you're scratching up ancient architecture.
Really?
I can't wait till I see this Bjorn's doing the walls.
everybody.
Huh?
Historians, everybody.
I can't wait till I see what Bjorn's doing to the walls.
I know what you're doing is really helpful, but ancient history.
Ancient things are ancient.
I understand, like I said.
I have no words.
I'm sorry. Do it in some paint or something that can come off. Don't scratch the beautiful
Do you
stuff.
have paint on you?
I know. Well, I guess I do, but I don't really think that that's the kind of paint you want.
Sand it off.
Sorry, guys. Alright.
So an 18 investigation roll?
18 investigation.
It was a crappy conversation, anyways.
Alright, you make it down the stairwell, and there's no traps that you find.
Too much paint as a taint.
Oh, that did not need to be said. That's done. Scratch that from the record.
We are a family-friendly stream.
We're not live, right? We can edit that out, right?
Nope.
No, we're not.
Okay, so you don't find any traps in this in these upper levels here yet. Let's see. As far as what you do find, there's a lot of markings along the walls. You actually do find a couple of things written in Thieves' Cant that are here as well. There's one that says that there is a death trap on floor 5.
I take note of that. We are on floor 2.
Yes. It basically just says, if you can, like, skip over it. There's another one that is marks and says, like, avoid, like, you've got all sorts of little things as you walk along the hall that you see markings here and markings there. This is really old with a lot of adventurers that have been into here who have left notes. Just for anyone who wants to try and come in here.
Well, if they're written in common, Orin, or Thieves' Cant, I can read that.
Yeah, you definitely can read a lot of them.
I'm guessing most of them are
Others-
Thieves' Cant.
No, there's a few in Thieves' Cant for sure. There's some that are in common as well. There's others that most of them are actually in Tejungi.
No, I can't read that.
But the ones that you can read, there's one that actually says to skip about 1,000 feet down if you can, but no further.
Well, I got
Oh.
800 feet of rope. And if I take another bit of rope, I can do 1,000.
You only have 800. I mean,
800 and then
6 ropes.
800 and then tie 4 more ropes on,
Well, 1,000, I only need 400 or 2,000.
because you normally get 50 foot of rope, so
The
800
other
plus.
ropes that are hanging down.
Oh yeah, there's 6 ropes of 800 feet
Yeah,
rope.
so
Yeah,
just
so
take
2 ropes and you're
200
good to
feet.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Matt, you're telling us that we're finding the speedrun strats for this dungeon.
Yes.
I'm just imagining the
Kind of, yeah.
I was gonna say,
I'm imagining the Dark Soul notes.
Yeah, right. Like the little things that people tell
Always a
you.
pleasure.
Just glitch through wall here.
Glitch through wall here. But yeah, you can see that people are that they have tried to help.
Is anybody following me down the stairs?
There are some things that say no treasure 100 floors down.
Like, so there's no treasure until 100 floors down.
Why
You don't know.
Treasure at the moment.
He's looking
Right,
for
I'm
the
just
real
I'm just
treasure.
telling you what you found. You
We're
rolled a
just
really good
wondering.
investigation.
Who's following me down the stairs?
Well, we were, but then we got distracted by a bad idea.
Well, it sounded like a better idea already.
I am following the Cuervo. The bird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out the one that says skip 1,000 feet. And I'm just gonna go. Yes? No?
You guys want to skip down 1,000 feet? You can try.
No, we just
Now do not forget. You had an 800-foot rope
with blood
with
on it.
blood all over it.
I was about to say that. Because out of character, we found an 800-foot rope with blood on it, which usually means there's a trap about 800 feet down.
Yeah, it's me.
Don't do that. No.
Sorry.
No. Not
So
there.
I'm basically putting it up to like, should we not?
So yeah, you
Point out if
guys.
the other one's like the death trap on floor 5.
Yeah, death trap on floor 5.
By the way, has Key actually talked to me with
No.
Awakened Mind?
Nope. For you and Credence, you make your marking. What did you write in Thieves' Cant?
Key this way.
Key this way.
Mhm.
Okay.
That won't confuse anybody else.
Not key as it like his name key,
His
not
key.
key.
I think
not
it's
K-E-Y.
It's probably just a whole bunch of symbols and things like that. So probably
I do-
just
I do-
key arrow.
It's true.
I'd probably do. Well, let's do this. Key. That's it. I just do key.
Key.
The thing is he'll recognize my handwriting.
He'll know your stuff.
Of course, it was
'Cause
the,
he-
this
'cause
way that was confusing. About
Marking
not key.
key like yeah, marking key. More than likely, he has a symbol that is for his name, not
That is
for
true.
the actual word key.
That is
Right.
true. It looks like a key.
It may look similar.
And even if it were just the word,
That looks like a
this is Key we're talking about, he'd go after it.
Yeah, you're right. He's like, ooh, keys. Yeah.
But in her
So you mark that.
parts, didn't-
Credence grumbles just a touch about it, but you guys make your way. It's like over here. It looks like this is the stairwell.
You said this place was really old
Yeah,
and that the king went crazy.
yeah. They said he died. He went off his rocker and died.
How dangerous is this place?
Extremely.
Oh, we want to go further down.
So for the past few thousand years, there have been plenty of adventurers who come down here looking for the treasure that is said to still be housed within the walls. I've never heard of one actually coming back with anything worth that much gold.
Let's pay attention, not necessarily for treasure, but if this place is as old as you say it is, and if people haven't come back from it, I'm sure there are a few traps we might not want. Just for
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's a good thing we're heavily armed, well-equipped adventurers, isn't it?
Yeah, the naked dwarf running through the traps. Go ahead and roll me some investigation as you guys walk.
I gotta find my investigation on the sheet. Hold on.
What'd you roll? Because he didn't roll that great.
Is it intelligence?
Yeah, investigations. So look at your intelligence.
15.
15? Yeah, you beat him. So, 15. You notice that there are some odd things on the walls. There's a lot of hallways that you have. And you notice there's kind of some pattern as you guys are trying to follow and, like, make your way through. It seems that there's some markings that you notice as you look at hallways, right? Whether it's going downstairs or through a normal hall, there's ones that have a marking and there's ones that don't have markings. But you don't know what those mean because they're not written in your language and they're not a symbol you're familiar
Is it
with.
written in Tichingi?
It is not actually in Tejungi.
There's credence to it.
Credence is not familiar with the symbol itself,
Okay.
but the fact that there is a symbol on some halls and there's just one, there's others who do not have that symbol. That is something that you've been paying attention to. So far, you've noticed that Credence has led you down ones that have that symbol, and you have not run into anything so far. That may or may not be the end all of this. It could mean that you are walking down the specific prescribed path to death, or it could mean they are safe halls. You don't know yet, but it's what you noticed. There seems to be a pattern to what you have been following, and so far it has been safe. So, that's what I'm going to give you there. You guys, now, he's given some, you can give some information to them, the ones that are in common, obviously Fernando can read. So you know that the one that's marked that says to skip down 1,000 feet, that one's in common.
Okay.
You also know that he had a bloody 800-foot rope.
Would you do me a favor? Would you use your detect magic and see if if someone said that that you were safe going down 1,000 feet in this bloody 800-foot rope, I think these traps might be changing on us.
I'm gonna take the 10 minutes and cast detect magic.
Okay? You take 10 minutes to detect magic. It has a 30-foot or a 60-foot?
30.
30.
30-foot.
So that'll help.
Yep, you do not detect any magic in your vicinity.
I'll keep it running for now.
Okay, and it lasts for up to a minute?
10 minutes.
Oh, it lasts for 10. That's not too bad. Alright. What are you guys going to do, though? Are you going to proceed to go down center of hole? Are you going to proceed to walk the halls?
The sign says to skip down 1,000 feet if we can.
I'm sure that worked out great for the last people.
Touche.
You know, we could just push him off and then cast Featherfall on him.
I thought you were supposed to be the
I mean-
friendly one.
All you have been doing is saying, no, we shouldn't be doing this. No, we shouldn't do this. You have not given us any concrete plans for what we should do.
I said we should walk down the hall the slow way because we can be more careful. I said that.
It's true.
We're on floor 2.
You are on second floor.
I'm just trying to keep track.
Yep. Or floor 3, depending on if you count the top of the
We're not
hole.
England, okay?
Huh?
We're not England, okay? This is floor 2.
Freaking Canadians.
What floor am I on?
You don't know.
Oh.
If you look at the
I'm
corner
gonna-
map, it says floor question mark question mark question mark.
So while you guys are deliberating on how you're going to handle this, we are at 9 o'clock. We're going to stop for a short break,
Okay.
and we will be right back.
Go.
Welcome back, guys. We had a good quick break, and we'll be returning. You guys thought it over? Are you ready?
I'm pretty sure none of us talked about anything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we need to make a quick decision here.
I've said my piece. Y'all can.
Yeah, he wants to make his way down, slowly. Keith thinks that's the best way to go too. You have had people tell you to skip.
I don't mind not dying while we're here, but we are, however, on a time crunch.
Party vote.
So
Split the party again.
Never split the party.
You did it.
I know.
He's hating it.
to be fair, Shalia did it.
No.
I was gonna say
We let the
I followed,
Yagamoth go.
I followed the natural occurrences of the situations.
Anyway, I definitely agree without by going through this without dying. We're on a time crunch. The Yagamoth aren't exactly known for keeping people for long.
And also the more
Problem solved.
time.
Oh, ouch!
I didn't actually hear that.
I said problem solved.
No, credence.
Problem solved.
I mean, we do already have the money, but I
No.
do want to save her.
Well, I guess you do. Well, do you have the full however million that are promised to everybody across the board?
I was
I haven't
basically
tried
carrying
it yet,
the
but I
entire
reach into
wagon
the bag
on
of
my
holding
back.
and I think about gold.
He didn't have the money.
I did? Okay. So no, we don't have the money.
I haven't tried this yet, but I reach into the bag of holding and I think about gold.
You get out like 5 gold.
Yay! I got to add 5 gold to my thing.
Yeah, because I lost all of
The
yours.
thing is that it was Credence's bag of holding. I don't know.
Yes,
what
as
he
you
has in
like
here.
to remind us, you are not a part of this group and can feel free to leave at any moment. In fact, we encourage it at any moment we would like you to.
Well, you haven't
However-
stopped being interesting yet.
That's not what you told me, but fair enough.
No.
So
I
what's
told you
going
that
on?
you did
In
not.
any case, it still just comes down to
Yeah,
we
I
want to
think
use
How's
the
Mittens
markings
feeling
were
about
put
this
on
whole
the
thing?
wall for a reason.
Do we want to use the rope or do we want to just continue down the hallway?
I think we should follow the markings on the wall.
And go down the hole?
At least 1,000 feet, but no further. Like it says.
I point at some other ones that I see that are uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
Say, like, death
Yeah, they say
trap,
stuff like no
beware.
treasure, stuff. Yeah, I don't care about that. 1,000 feet, no further. Okay, let's
Now-
do it.
I will say this, because the investigation and it's intelligence based, they say 1,000 feet. You know that there's a bloody rope at 800. You know that you probably need to be real careful, and that you may want to judge that one appropriately.
Well then, why don't we?
'Cause-
check the-
So we.
A couple hundred feet, someone's just making a random guesstimate on watching that guy die 1,000 feet down. You know.
Fall.
Yeah, 1,000
We got
feet.
feather fall to save
Yeah.
us.
Feather fall only lasts for a minute, and I can cast it easily as a reaction.
We
to someone
plan fast.
falling.
May,
Well, no, I can cast it as a reaction to someone falling.
Well, see.
may I make one
The
other
other thing
suggestion?
is with Featherfall is if it ends while you're in midair, it drops you down to the next bearable surface.
Well, you just fall at that point.
Yeah, but we don't know how deep it is.
No, it drops you down.
No, it
Yeah.
just says it doesn't say that. It just says it slows your descent to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
Well, they're
And
waiting
if,
for that.
if you land before
Yes.
the spell ends, you take no fall damage.
So you only get to fall 600 feet.
60
60 feet per round. That's 6 seconds times 10.
It's like 320. Because it's
60 feet per round, which is 6
Oh, yeah.
seconds times
Yeah.
10.
You're right.
So you get 600 feet out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So then it
But-
cancels and you die.
Well, no, because then I could cast it again.
Oh, you can cast it again. Okay.
Level 1 spell.
Okay, that's fine. What were you going to say?
May I also point out the fact there are 6 ropes. And the one we picked up has blood on it. What do those ones have at the bottom of them? Because if there's a distinct lack of blood, that means either there was nothing interesting there,
I
or
also
someone didn't
already
die.
said that we should.
So you're
pull
going to
up
climb
all the
back
other
up and pull up
ropes.
the other ropes? All right.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, they drop down.
I did
can
also
reach
want
them.
That's true, you could just reach from there.
Grab them.
Yeah.
I start pulling up and I look at you and just like,
I'll walk towards a different one and start picking it
Yeah,
up.
I'm also going to pull one.
All right. You pull up the ropes. Granted, they are still tied up above you, but you pull up the ropes.
they?
To,
yeah.
yeah, because you guys are on the second floor
Alright,
down.
we are. Well, then we could just walk up the stairs.
That's what I said, but if you're
No,
just
I'm
there,
pulling
whatever.
from the second floor. I have
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay, so you do that. and
How does that work?
it's fine.
You
No,
reach
no,
out,
'cause-
you grab it, and you
Yeah,
pull
yeah,
it up.
but so my understanding is that there's 6 ropes spaced around a circular room. If on one side there's a staircase down that leads into a room in here,
No,
how
no,
are
no.
there's 6
The
ropes?
6 ropes were tied near each other. This was a
Right.
party that dropped down next to each other.
So there's a big pit, and each level.
The
is
stairs went
ring
down, and there's
around-
still a balcony out to the center hole.
So each level is a ring around the pit.
Yes.
Ring around the rosy?
So it's not evenly spaced out 6 ropes around the pit. They're all relatively close together because they all climb down together.
Think the staircase in Tay's campaign with the big tower.
Right? My only question on that is why would you put the ropes directly over another landing?
No,
Not
no, no,
over
no.
the landing,
The
they're
landings
going off
are
to
on
the
top
side.
of each other. The ropes are down the
They
side.
can't. They
and
can't avoid the ropes being over a landing. The landing goes
all the
around
way
the
around
entire
the
circle.
So it's going all the way around. They are going into the middle. The ropes are going down to the middle while the staircase keeps going around their sides.
Imagine a
Alright, was
donut.
it-
It's a donut.
Yeah, but it wasn't a. There was not a stairway going down. There was only one stairway that went down one level.
Yeah, stairway goes down one level to another circular floor that goes around the pit, and on that circular floor there is another stairway somewhere that goes down.
Right. So if you go inside, in the donut, you walk into a hall. To the side, there's a set of stairs that'll lead down. That leads to the next floor. You can walk along that floor back to the balcony that leads to the hole. If you happen to be there in the right place, you could see the 6 ropes hanging. Well, 5 current ropes hanging. Still, because someone at floor 1 tied off and dropped down.
I'm still confused, but I'm not exactly the best at these. So yeah, let's go.
Okay. So you're pulling rope up. When you do, you find that all of the ropes have some blood on them.
About 10 feet from the bottom.
Yeah, about 10 feet.
And it's about 800 feet
I thought you
down
said
for
it
each
was
one.
1 foot earlier.
Alright.
No, I said 10.
Oh, okay.
I heard 5, but no.
Alright. Well,
I've written down 10. So,
But it's
so
old
I
blood.
take the rope and I go about 30, 40 feet from the end of the thing, and I point to it. I point down.
yeah, what he said.
We
didn't
go
say
40
you didn't say
feet to
anything.
the bottom, 40 feet above the
He just
bottom of
wanted
the rope.
to stop before the blood.
What
Yes,
he
that's fair.
yeah.
Alright.
Not a bad idea.
That's
We'll feather fall if anyone falls.
Okay.
There's only
Let's
6
try not
ropes.
to
So how are you gonna
Obvious.
mark out that 30 or 40 feet?
I'm gonna tie a knot right there.
Good idea.
There's also only 6 ropes.
So we take
There's
turns.
only 6 in your party.
Take turns.
Oh right.
5 ropes.
There's you have the 6th rope in your bag.
Yeah. And so
There's
unless I want to
7
go
of
back
us.
up and tie it, there's only 5.
You all are welcome to the
Sorry,
first
yeah,
one.
I apologize. Yeah, there's 7 of you. There's because just Shalia's gone, and Credence. I was thinking,
I-
2. Yeah.
So I tie the knot and I kick the rope off.
Just falls and falls.
Alright, who wants to go first?
Put a dagger in my beak,
He does.
and then I just start.
I'm gonna get on another one of the
making my way
ropes.
down.
I watch them.
Okay.
I will
Oh
follow
my.
once it's safe.
2 by 2.
There's 6 ropes.
All but one can go at once,
Unless we want to double up.
unless you double up.
As a bear, I do have a climb speed.
Oh, not
I
with the
don't
rope.
wanna
You
see
don't.
I
Yes.
would not go with
No.
You don't have opposable thumbs, buddy.
No,
Fall into the stone.
No,
Yeah.
no,
That's what I'm
no,
saying. I can.
no.
Henry watched a
Down the
bear
wall.
fall past
I'm
us.
sorry, no. Especially with the fact that there is a lot of space with the balcony things. You're gonna get there and you're like, "Rrr."
There's a balcony. Doesn't the balcony then lead to a wall that then goes down lower?
So he's gonna spider climb down
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
wall. No, he can't
It's already a
spider
ridiculous
climb.
situation.
There
Don't
you
make
go.
fun of me for making it a ridiculous
Just turn
situation.
into a
Just
spider.
turn into a spider.
That would be smarter.
There you go.
So the rest of you can go and he can be a spider and spider climb down.
Then at that
Down
point,
the
makes
rope.
it.
yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you spider climb down the rope?
I
Or, you know,
will
just
squash
hop
you.
on someone's back and just.
I might as well just
Or
get a
just-
ride down on someone's back as a small, tiny creature.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so you do
That
that.
sounds a good plan.
I'm
The
going
rest of
down.
you need to make me acrobatics checks as you climb down the ropes.
Oh, wonderful. How bad am I at this?
Oh.
Those who are climbing down. If you are not
I-
climbing down,
Can I make a claim on athletics?
Who is the
You can make a
worst
claim
at
on athletics if you would like. That's fine because it's strength,
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Now, these ropes are a little wet. They are kind of dangerous to climb down. I'm not gonna make you roll at a disadvantage though. So roll.
I thought you said
I
on the
have
bottom.
an idea of something I want.
No. The ropes themselves were a little bit wet from condensation over the time they've been there, but the very bottom you can see blood. The only reason that the blood was still wet and sticky is because of how long they've been there with the wet cave type stuff.
Yeah, so he's gonna place a hand upon himself and mutter some eldritch words and cast guidance.
Oh, that's so creepy.
I just look over at him as we're climbing down. It's like, I got an 18 on my acrobatics, by the way.
Okay. You can roll me athletics, that's okay. Because straight up strength, trying to
Yeah.
hold on and just let yourself go down the rope.
I'm still not confident
I
in this
have
working out.
a couple of pittons and a bit of rope, and I'm kind of thinking creatively and thinking I could probably use those things to make a makeshift harness.
Okay. You can do that. You can attempt to, anyways.
He's smiling, don't do it.
The DM is grinning. Abort.
Give me an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence roll.
That would probably, that's just
For
straight
knowing
6.
how to make a proper harness.
That's a straight 6. So I.
Okay. You know what? We can call it a wisdom check, and you can add your bonus. Because wisdom, you would just kind of have like that knowledge of it.
It's a sailor.
Either way, it's still probably like an 8 or 9.
I still don't have a bonus on wisdom.
That's fine.
So,
So yeah,
I fiddle with it for a while, like.
and like, yeah, you're just gonna make it roll down.
Yep.
You're not feeling a good harness there. Make me the athletics check to go down,
Or acrobatics or whatever.
or acrobatics if you're better with that.
Way better. Like 3 better. 19?
19's great. Are you going down with them, or are you just watching them?
I'm gonna wait until they get safely where they're going, then I'll go down.
Okay.
So we've now split the party.
For a moment.
3 pieces.
For a moment.
But I am watching.
21.
You're watching.
What did you
What?
roll?
Whoa.
Do you have advantage on those rolls? You're a cat.
Technically, a cat doesn't have opposable thumbs.
No.
But she does have claws that can.
But
hook
the
into
cat
rope,
people
though.
do.
And they have
Okay.
The cat people do have opposable
and
thumbs.
they have a climbing speed too, just as.
Yeah, they have a climbing speed, so she probably could just go down. But the only difficulty is, I would trust a cat doing that more than a bear. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
No, cat-
the nimbleness thing, like she could just drop, flip in, climb down again, flip down into the thing. I could see her doing that and be more capable.
Am I a cat too? I'll nimbly
You could also see her just going down the rope and just using her claws to give her some added grip.
Yeah.
You know.
Or the grips on her.
What was your roll?
paws.
I rolled an 18.
18.
I'm on top.
You're on top of somebody. Who did you ride down?
I'll go down with Keith.
Okay.
So he's
And what
voting
was-
here's that.
I think he needs the most supervision at this.
Freaked out little teeny creature on your body. He's
I
like,
was hoping you were going to continue the Cavil Bear.
Cavalry.
Reverse
And what was
Cavalry.
yours?
21.
21. Great. So everybody gets down safely. Mittens has a little bit of a hard time. You hear her kind of swearing as she goes down the rope
No,
a
it's
couple
the
of
cat thing where
times.
she's going to grab the rope and then just goes.
Yeah. She like hits that knot and she like kind of crumples. She's like, okay guys. It reaches out.
So-
I grab her.
Since I went down first, I'm gonna stop at that knot, at that floor, and I'm gonna quickly do an investigation for traps before we fully hop off the rope.
Okay, roll me an investigation.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
And then you need to make me a roll because you're gonna go down with
It's a
me.
cantrip.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I am. So I guess acrobatics is better than athletics.
Your acrobatics is better.
Oh, by far.
Yeah, your acrobatics should be better. You're a dex character.
Yeah.
Sorry, I heard that the reverse way, and I actually repeated what you said right, though. Anyway.
It's okay, man.
You heard it reverse and then said it reverse from what you heard.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an 18.
18. Okay.
14.
You guys all nimbly make it down.
14 investigation.
14 investigation. By what you can tell, there are no traps on the balcony.
And also, how many floors have we gone down?
So you guys are shy.
We're about 60 feet above the bottom of the rope.
Yeah, so see.
Most of it was 800 foot rope.
You guys have dropped down. Like, if you were counting, I'm guessing, like 38 floors.
These are speedrunning strats.
We've glitched the map.
Okay.
And then do I notice anything on this floor? Before
You don't notice any
18
traps
under
on
floor.
the balcony area.
Is your detect magic still running?
Has been 10 minutes.
With how much arguing you guys did, probably yes.
And climbing down 700.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of climbing. I mean, you guys could have zipped down, but you'd have
Could
ripped
I
your
have-
hands to shreds.
Could I have done the ritual again before we started climbing down?
Even then, it takes an awful long time to climb that far.
Okay. So no, it is not running currently.
Mittens? I pull out a crossbow bolt.
You do not need to
Lightning?
notice this, though.
Okay.
Cast light.
Your rope hangs lower than the other ropes because you tied it off here, or at the second floor. So it dropped lower.
I never tied off a rope. I went down one of the other ones. I still
Oh, you went down one of the 6? Or one of the 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still have the 800 feet in my bag.
Oh, I thought you tied it off.
Even the 800 feet.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So you went down a rope with somebody else.
Well,
No,
that's why we
I didn't
doubled
go
up.
down
That's
the
why
road.
we
Oh,
doubled
that's
up.
true. Yeah, you waited. You
Yeah,
waited.
we waited and we doubled up.
Okay, yeah. So you guys don't. I won't say anything that I was going to say.
Okay.
Right,
So-
I
Means there's something
I go to Mittens and I'm like,
next floor
so I
down.
pull out a bolt, a crossbow bolt, and like, Mittens, light me.
Yep.
Alright. And I hold the arrow out, or the bolt, and I drop it.
Okay.
Well, I'm expecting if something was going to activate at 800 or 1,000 feet,
Mm-hmm.
it would activate.
Yeah.
We all just lean over the edge.
So you light the crossbow bolt and you watch it just. It falls as it crosses that threshold right around the 800 foot mark. You can see that at the 800 foot mark, it's just below the just above the next floor, right? As it crosses that line, you watch this shimmer just across, and the bolt just.
Ooh, that's
So the ends of the rope, they were. I asked if they were frayed or cut.
They are not.
So there's like they're a finished end.
They are a finished end. So, like I said, it crossed just below the rope, and that
So I was
happened.
just wondering. It's just
Now-
what it was.
There is something to be noticed. 800 feet with a glowing stone, you could still see it, and it did not explode.
I was just thinking that.
I wonder.
It's metal.
I take another bolt.
The rope wasn't metal.
No. But I bet the dwarves had metal on them.
I take another bolt.
Or the,
I have to
sorry,
light it
the
again.
Pejungi.
They were humans, actually.
okay.
Still, I meant
I-
the adventures. Had metal.
I'm going to throw this bolt as far into the middle as I possibly can.
Okay? You throw it into the middle, and it does the same thing as it drops.
Break the arrowhead off one and see if that does it.
Hold on, let me just cross out how many bolts I've used. Let's see, that's 3 now.
2 now.
2.
And these are crossbow bolts, not.
I'm gonna take.
These are
one of
crossbow
my-
bolts.
I'm gonna
One.
take a candle. And then light it.
You're going to do a candle and do that?
Yeah.
While he. Okay, so he doesn't kill his crossbow bolt.
Well,
I don't
it's
use the
not
crossbow.
metal.
Like,
It's
I know.
It's a wax candle. It's
Yeah.
not metal.
I know.
And a bolt
That's the whole
is
thing.
I
metal.
understand. So, well, the
It's
tip
either
is metal.
or it's biologicals.
So I'm gonna light it in my lantern so it's on fire.
Except
Okay.
for I don't think that
You toss the
bolt's
candle,
alive.
wood.
and it just keeps on falling.
Wax.
Do I see a candle?
You guys are no longer
Wax
near
is-
the balcony.
Depends on if it's beeswax or not.
I am not carrying any metal.
Yeah, I know.
I push him off the edge.
That's not the way to test! That's not the way to test!
Oh, come on, you're not part of the party.
You're what is referred to as an acceptable loss. How's it feel to be the red shirt?
I don't know. You tell me. You have lifelong experience.
Alright.
I have been. I've been constantly pulsing.
Yeah, but
You are not
constantly
within.
pulsing my awakened mind if she's within 30
You are not within 30 feet.
or however range it is.
I don't know where I'm at in this.
I'll give you a hint. You're under 800 feet
Probably.
because we couldn't see you with the. You couldn't see the ropes. At metagaming, you're
Yeah,
further
sure.
down than 800 feet.
That's true. I forgot about that. No. No.
So, you guys at least have a working theory.
Only one real way to test it.
I'm throwing you in the hole.
How much can my small bag of holding hold?
How much does your small bag of holding hold?
Yes, how much could a small bag of holding hold if a small bag of holding could hold?
It holds half the normal of a bag of holding, which I believe is 900 cubic feet of a so 450 cubic feet.
You could hold one portable hole.
Which leads to another bag of holding, which then creates a nexus and destroys the world.
I just
What if I
had
try to put a
another
bag of
really
holding in a bag
bad
of holding
idea.
inside out?
Yeah, it actually is bad.
We could teleport under the barrier.
Well, congratulations. You and he have the only abilities to teleport.
I can take a person with me.
So you can teleport.
In my transformation, I'm not holding any metal objects because it has been a part of me,
So this 800 feet
and
is
it has
still
been
2 to
biological.
3 more floors below us, right?
Yes.
Want to try it?
It's yeah, because you guys left off 40 feet
No,
of
40
rope.
feet above the 10 feet, so about 50 feet up.
Yeah. So if you're you would be about 40 feet because you had to like get to
Yeah,
the floor to
so
get
there's-
down.
Yeah.
So you guys had to kind of go a little bit
So
below the
there's
knot to get
1,
onto there.
2.
So you got there. There's 2 floors beneath you, and then just be on the end of that floor is when all of a sudden.
Do I notice any more thieves' camps on the wall?
We could also try just using
Um,
the stairs at this
As you get there into this floor, you find the remains of a few people. Looks like there is a dead dragonborn corpse.
Are they about
Well-
half the person they used to be?
They're a lot less than half, but there's plenty of scales from their skin and remnants of their armor. They've been down here an awfully long time. There's a couple of Taejungi bodies that have been rotted away as well.
Now, are they wearing metal?
They are wearing metal.
So are we on the platform now?
Yeah, we're on.
I mean, there's armor there, so
So we're on floor 38. So after floor 40 is where the barrier's at.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to one of the bodies, strip it of all the armor, and then toss it overboard.
toss the body overboard.
Yeah, with just removing all armor or any metal, because that's what
Okay,
we're
so the bodies are basically bones, so you're just tossing bones over.
Alright, I'll throw a bone over.
Okay.
I will throw Shalia a
Yeah,
bone.
throw it a bone. Yeah.
Still not by a balcony.
Okay, so you throw the bone over the edge, and it just it goes no issues.
It's still not flesh, though. I'm not convinced.
I throw a piece of armor.
Cut off its finger. and
You throw
it.
armor over the edge.
Just a piece of armor, like maybe an arm guard or something.
Those who are not watching hear it, and those who are watching definitely watch it. Just like it hits, almost explodes. You just kind of watch it burn and eat away.
You know, you kind of have to appreciate the thought that went into this. I mean, because who doesn't
Thanks.
wear metal? Yeah.
What kind
And
what kind of an
it's
adventure
that,
doesn't cross? Or if you're leaving with treasure, more than likely it is
That barrier's
metallic.
2 floors below us, right?
Yep.
After
I'm,
floor 40.
I'm going
gonna-
to.
Awaken minds, these two,
It's hard.
and I'm just gonna think to them, is it a barrier that only protects the center, or do you think it protects the stairs as well?
I'm going to grab a helmet, go down a floor, and throw it down the next flight of stairs.
Okay. You do that, and you hear it just clunk, 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 all the way down the stairs and to the next floor.
Okay.
I think the stairs are safe.
When you turn around, you hear a click.
Oh shoot.
This is why we have rogues go first.
It would make sense that the person who made this place would leave a way for him to use his wealth. There's no way that there'd be no way to.
Nothing has happened yet.
Don't move your foot, it's a landmine, and it's a movie landmine, which means it has just enough time for someone to come by and try disarming it.
You cold.
That's at some point.
I don't know about a click yet, so.
We just hear. Oh look, one down, 5 to go.
Oh.
You gonna tell us you heard a click? Because none of us know currently.
How far away is the staircase I just came down from?
It's 20 feet away from you.
Can I see the top of it?
No.
Guys.
Would rather eat your armor than say you were wrong.
Yep.
To be fair, that was more Tay being hasty.
No, that's.
Calum is that way.
Yep. I thunderstep to the staircase.
Okay. You thunderstep to the staircase.
Maybe Misty Step.
Really?
Loud.
No, only 30 feet. I'm gonna thunderstep
Okay.
because that's got 90 feet.
Okay.
The
You
staircase-
thunderstep to the staircase.
Oh, hell. Real quick.
As far up on the staircase as I can get.
Okay. You zip up the staircase with the thunderstep. All of you guys hear this.
Thunderstep
Um,
is one action and it's instant.
Yeah, actually, Shalia would hear this.
Yeah.
Credence and Shalia both hear this
Oh, who died?
about that loud above you, giving you an idea of just how deep you are comparative.
Metagame wise.
Yeah, metagame wise.
I actually imagine that sounded very well though, but that's
No,
just.
it's basically a thunderclap.
We're talking depth, not just well-traveled sound. It's going to travel for a long ways. But even thunder,
Just saying, dupes have a way of propagating sound.
They
for
do have a very good way.
Very long ways.
you were right. The thing is that they're not on the inner tube part. They're within. They're deep
Yeah.
within stuff. So there are things that mess with the sound there.
It would diffuse a bit, but
Yeah.
I'd
still.
like to also point
Yeah.
out the fact we're playing D&D.
Yep.
It's not exactly realism.
I do try.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
Hopefully, because it's an instantaneous teleport, it's 0.
So you get to the top of the stairwell easily,
And I'm gonna
Um,
keep running.
but
Afterwards.
Actually, yeah.
up-
Misty Step right after.
don't worry, you're fine. The problem is the stairwell is not fine. It is now collapsed and full of rubble.
That's a well double design use, because,
It wasn't the trap.
It was the thunder damage from your thunderstep, wasn't it?
Watch the trap actually malfunctioned. Actually didn't go off, and you just.
which is why there was a click.
I stepped on a trap. I tried to get out of the way. I used.
It was a smart it was a smart idea.
Not everything can go as planned.
Right. So
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
We've got some rope.
find
I'm
another
sure
find
someone
another
has
find
shaper.
another stairwell, or go down the middle with no metal.
Or I'm sure someone has shaper.
I don't have shape earth.
Don't look at me, I don't even got magic.
No one has shape earth.
I am a second level druid.
Oh yeah. Okay. No one has shaper.
I do have mold earth.
How badly, collapsed is the stairway?
He has Molder.
Oh, you have Molder.
Yeah. We can get through this pretty easily.
Yeah, we can clear the stairway.
Okay,
We have an
Yeah.
earthbender.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
and a
Clear
firebender.
him out.
Well, I'm.
Okay,
I can actually hold my fire.
And not
So
a cool
can I.
so
vendor.
you're able to move 5. It's a 5-foot cube, right?
Yes, 5-foot cube. So it would take a while for me to clear everything
Yes.
and make a stairway for us to go down.
Right.
It'll be a rather narrow stairway, but I will be able to get us through this.
Okay. So you guys choose to do that then?
Well, they don't exactly know about On the staircase, yeah.
I think we're heading over there right now.
No,
I'm sorry, did we not hear an ex-
I was saying, I'm pretty
loud
sure everyone
boom?
knows about the staircase at this moment.
Well, but they haven't like actually seen it yet.
Assumedly, we would come running.
They would have
after
seen
we heard
all
a
the
loud
rubble bursting up out of the hole
boom.
and hearing the gigantic boom. Yeah. So that happens. You, if you're gonna mold earth and get out of there, it does drain you pretty heavily. You take 2 levels of exhaustion,
Okay.
How?
It's a cantrip.
but it is a lot of cantrip.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're not talking, I cast it once or I cast it 10 times. It's like I'm casting this over a relatively high amount of times.
Yeah,
Getting
that's
down, you're casting it a lot. You're draining yourself.
Jacob, he took 2 levels of exhaustion?
We'll say a level. We'll say
Okay.
a level. I'm being a jerk by saying 2. We'll say a level of exhaustion.
That's a bit more reasonable.
Yay for players arguing with you.
No, it's okay. That I was questioning myself. So take a level of exhaustion. You're feeling it, but you're okay otherwise. I mean,
Yeah.
you still got your stuff. So, you go down 1 level, you clear out through. You go down the next set of stairs, you
Okay,
clear out
traps.
through there. There's definitely no traps through the earth that you're having to clear through.
Do I see the remnants of the trap that was there?
No, just due to the fact that he's having to basically like carve his way through all the collapsed everything.
So
Welcome to Minecraft.
So I was admittedly thinking the same thing, but so he was in a stairway. So did it crash the upper level down, or did it just cave the wall of the staircase down?
Upper level. Some of the upper level stuff fell.
Okay. And so depending on how far that wouldn't that mean that the rubble would go like this, which would just be a different pathway down?
Depends.
Difficult terrain going down.
Yeah, and then instead of you casting it a million times, you just cast it 10, 20, 30 until we hit the next step.
The thing is that you're talking it collapsed and collapsed and collapsed.
Right.
If you want to get down, you're gonna have to dig one way or the other.
How does mold earth work?
5 foot by 5 foot cube.
By
Yeah, but
5
what does
foot
it do?
cube. If you target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away.
It's loose earth, not stone.
You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear in the dirt or stone, spelling out words, and
Okay, or stone.
Yeah.
So, but if we're on a top layer of it, and you can use that to just basically remake a staircase that's going to be slightly higher than the last one, that would be a lot less taxing than it would be redigging everything out.
Let's instead of arguing, let's just go with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are digging through. You guys make your way down. You got past the barrier, which is good.
I'm gonna.
You were looking for thieves can't stuff on the floor
These
prior.
cans, traps.
Anything, yeah.
everything.
You hadn't found any traps on the floor that you were at. You did see a couple of markings other than the dead bodies that you found. One of them was just a simple scratched out thing. You're most likely from the Dragonborn who lay there dying at the time. As you can see, the trail of blood.
It says rush it.
Yeah, it simply says run.
Run.
It says,
Arg. No.
I think he does.
Carving it.
But you do get a little bit better stuff from some of the others that are around. One of the things that you do read is that floor 50 found something.
Well, that's not ominous.
No, it'd be ominous if something found you.
Floor 50, it found us.
Yeah, that's a little more horror movie.
Yep. Floor 50 found something. Okay.
Vamos.
Vamos.
And we're on floor 40.
You're on floor 40 now, yes. So 10 floors down, there's something.
Alright, so floor 40, and then after this floor, right on below it's the barrier. So I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna guess my pythons I have in my thieves' bag are made of metal.
That makes sense.
My pins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss one of those down the stairs.
Okay. You do that, and everything's okay down the stairs.
I'm gonna throw it off the edge.
You do, like it goes just as like it crosses over the the railing. You're like, okay.
Double checking.
And just
The developer put in a kill wall to stop us from doing exactly this.
I think I know what happened to people who climbed down the ropes now.
Right?
Still a question. So were the ropes on
There's
ever 800
splatters on the
feet?
wall.
They were 800 feet, and just below the 800 feet is that barrier.
So when they dropped down to try and get into the actual floor, they hit the barrier and went. Poof.
And that's why there's blood on the 10 feet is they splattered.
I
So
thought
they
it
were,
was-
they were hanging on the bottom of the rope to swing into the next level.
To swing into floor.
So they hit that
41.
barrier.
So it didn't fry the rope, it just fried them,
just
and
fried
they
them.
just got turned into pink mist, basically, and it soaked into the rope.
Does that make sense?
Not really.
It was
sure.
always 800 feet.
Though I feel like 10 feet is a little bit excessive for pink mist. But
It wasn't pink mist.
It was red blood. So yeah.
but still,
we know the stairway's safe now, so
Yep, that's.
I'm not
Go
down
down,
to
that's-
pythons, but hey,
Because I could never use them anyway.
I could have. I could pound them into the wall.
Okay.
By the way, are you still marking where we're going?
Almost.
Or where we've been?
I don't know if he is or not.
Bjorn, were you still using the goblins?
Oh, I will continue
You've been seeding
marking
the
as
walls
we're going
with stuff.
down, and I will mark the floor.
All the way down the thing.
No, not going down that, but
That would be
He
so
working
goes,
it out.
he goes to floor 2 and then skips all the way to floor 4. People after us are just like, what the crap.
You took the ropes with you.
We take the ropes with us when we get back up.
Would have been
That's
awesome
a
if
lot of rope.
Would have been awesome if you had been a spider walking down the walls and just leaving a green trail behind you as you went down.
It's like leaving his green web. All right, so you guys make it down there. I'm gonna break over back to Shalia and Credence.
Gonna die.
So you guys have followed as best you can, trying to follow what pattern you've seen. So far, it has led true. You guys have heard the sounds again. Seems like it's getting closer. You've gone down about 10 more floors. Down here, it opens up to extremely ornate work. The walls look as though they are lined in gold, almost painted in gold. They are shimmery. If you were to put any light on them, just even with your eyes, you catch just how much reflectiveness they would have. You see a glowing stone, not the pebble, but a glowing stone in this hall that's still lit, and that gives off light against this hall. It's beautiful. Tapestries hang with a form of preservation that you feel while they're there, and you can still see the beauty of them. You fear touching them for the idea that they may just fall to dust. But you can hear down this way the screams of pain. You personally feel the rush of blood in you that drives you towards the sound. As Credence is like, "Hey, it sounds like he's over here. Let's go get him. Don't go killing him before we figure things out." What are you gonna do, Shalia? You're just gonna follow and go in after it? How are you feeling about this?
Just trying to weigh our options, because me not knowing Earl very well, I don't know what the options are if she chooses not to fulfill what the consequences are.
What do you think would happen if you pissed a god off?
Yeah.
Lots of people have pissed Greek gods off in that. It
Great,
just
and how many of them were
depends.
turned into bad things or monsters,
So-
or just died?
I'm gonna say Greek gods pissing a Greek god off. They generally like to wreak vengeance on the people, but there's almost always a way around. They didn't first make a soul pact with them.
Yeah.
They didn't take
So-
blood and like have a part of you connected to them.
She's pretty much sure she's gonna have to do.
You know, there's at least some like the fact that you feel a physical push to go towards this thing, like that you don't have a lot of control over. You can stop yourself, but that urge is overwhelming. Like you're like, okay, I don't want to, but I really want to.
But I really want to.
I know I shouldn't, but I really want to. Like you know it's wrong, but you're gonna do it anyway, right? It's that kind of a feel. Yeah.
We're gonna slowly follow Credence, but try to stay not at too much of a distance, because I mean we're kind of each other's bodyguards in the sense, and we're both not doing so great.
Right. You do hear this. We'll take this slow. And then you just hear this. As you get closer and closer. Yeah.
So I don't. Do I recognize? No, nothing. No.
Credence is like, haha, we're in for a fight we're not ready for, it sounds like. Not that I expected any less.
Do we really want to fight?
Do you really want to live forever?
Me?
Yeah.
No. No.
Unlike that one, and well, actually you're an elf too, so I guess we are forever young.
Okay.
Is that a journey reference?
Is that a what?
A journey reference?
No, it's a song, Forever Young.
Yeah, that's a journey song.
Is it right? Yeah, I did not know that. Huh. There's
I'm
something over
gonna
there.
hit myself.
I think so.
Credence, stay out of sight and here for a minute.
You think I'm gonna leave you to go do this?
I'm going to try to sneak to see what's going on, whether we actually want to go into that.
Alright, I'll trust you the best I can. I'll stay over here next to the glowing stone.
I don't know if that's the safest spot, but sure.
Yeah, you're probably right. He goes and he like pushes it over. I stay right over here. He like hides behind a bust that's stuck on a pedestal. It's like,
Does he hide well? Or
nope. He is a big Tejungi.
Big tree, big person.
Yep.
I was thinking behind one of the
You can see the round
tapestries.
bulges of him still sticking out around the side. It's just him.
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
Just don't get yourself killed.
Do the best I can.
I know.
Think skinny bumps.
Big skinny.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Roll your stuff.
Oh. 13?
13?
Yeah.
Okay, you sneak into the room.
Okay, that's not the scientist again.
It is gorgeous. You can see a throne at the far side. Tied up against a wall, you can see what used to be mostly leather-clad character. You immediately recognize him for your target. And cutting at him slowly with what seems to be naturally growing spikes off of its body is this malformed 9.5 foot tall creature that is very bulky in the chest and shoulders, but seems to be quite slender in other places. Like it's muscular to a degree, but it seems gaunt and odd in others. It's just very grotesque looking, and just Now, tell me where it is. As it just cuts into him. It does not notice you currently.
I'm gonna make my way back to Credence.
Okay?
We don't want to face that thing right now. Not with where we're at.
What is it?
I described what I saw.
There's a devil down here, eh? That's not surprising.
Hey, when did we take a turn into Georgia?
We could
Who's
very
got the fiddle?
We could very well make our way back when we get back with the rest of our party, if you feel so inclined. But I suggest.
Do you think he's gonna leave?
Depends on how powerful his will is.
Oh.
It depends on if I want him to.
All right then. Well,
So
You have one of Beshwan's knives, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what it does?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
and is her pact complete if he dies from other causes?
No.
What happens to her if he dies for other causes?
you don't know.
And suddenly the Omega 13 activates. Time skips back 10 seconds, and she has another chance to try and end it.
No.
Or,
Or the alpha recess today.
I guess, Credence, we have two options. I use the knife I got and hope it works.
Or enter tomorrow.
Against the devil.
Yeah.
Well,
But if that happens,
yeah,
the compulsion in order to end that person's life is very strong.
I know. I can knock you out.
And then fight it alone?
No, we'll make sure the
Disembodied
we'll make
voice.
sure the devil dies first.
Said random disembodied voice. It's not currently there.
But remember, if you can do that, and I think you can face whatever else we have to face to get out of here
I don't
with
know.
an unconscious person.
I don't know the best choice on this one.
I don't either.
I don't really want to trade life for life. But leaving, either way, he's dead. So,
And even with him dying from that creature, won't bode well for me either. Him living doesn't bode well for me. Let's be honest.
you're right. Well, we'll see, eh?
We'll see.
If you want to take him, let's go then. I'm ready.
Might as well try.
He looks. He's like,
You guys
"Eh,
better be fast."
I'm not exactly ready. Hold on.
Metagaming, you heard a thunderclap.
Let's go see something first. I think we might have something a little better than what. Wait. Did he still have the sword?
Yes.
You guys got away with the sword, right? So he at least is armed.
He is at least.
She's also
armed.
got a dagger of
I have-
Besharad.
No, I know.
had Becheron,
But
I had the
he
sword
going in
dagger.
there, he's not. I mean, he is strong, but like at this point, so tapped out of magic stuff. Like he is not doing okay. He's not gonna be able to be like, I'm gonna kill everyone with fire. It's
But
not. It's not gonna happen today. He's gonna be nearly dead swinging stuff. So
All of us are.
yeah. So you guys are gonna go in.
I am actually going to attempt trying to. I don't want to throw that dagger. But I feel like it might be my best shot to throw that dagger.
Oh, for the one-shot kill proc?
Yeah.
Kill the paladin. Hey, look, speedrun strats. You do it, you hope you get it.
You reload.
Yeah, that's the only part we can't do.
You got a quick save first.
So, question about the blade I have. If I throw it, does it still work the way it's supposed to? The
So long as it's so. You feel that it would.
it would.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna try first.
You're gonna
Because
run and throw.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, run and throw. You can sneak up, can't you?
I can sneak up and throw.
Oh yeah, you can
Which
sneak up
then
and
is
throw.
actually an assassination.
Mm-hmm.
Which gives you advantage.
Roll me the stealth to go back in.
Okay.
You're doing okay so far, so.
It will be the same as last time.
Okay. It's okay, I rolled the same stupid number as last time too.
I don't use that.
Whatever. I shouldn't use this dice either. But it's all the dice I got. Okay.
That's knocked.
Yeah.
What?
What is the attack bonus still a plus? Would it be the same?
What's
as
your
all my
attack
other-
bonus?
It would be a
It'd be
plus 5.
Dex.
Dex plus proficiency
Dex plus
plus
proficiency.
So it's still plus 5.
And if it's a +1 weapon or anything, that adds on also.
We don't know that.
You roll at advantage.
Mhm.
You already did that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
16?
Yeah.
16 hits.
Okay.
Assassinate procs, which means it's a crit.
It's an auto crit. It's an auto
Yep.
crit. So it's D4 plus 3d6 for sneak attack.
And you roll that twice.
Surprise!
Mother.
Oh, this is a lot of math. Hold on, guys.
You add your dex mod as well.
That's 11.
And don't forget it has to make that save or die.
I know.
I roll that again.
I know.
I think that's why Matt was sighing while looking at the dice pool.
I failed far too many of those saves.
And still somehow.
Somehow.
And then you add your dex.
For freak's sake.
Just my death.
I failed.
You should not have survived.
I know, but I failed these little
It's 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage is really great for a dagger. That's
That is
insane.
normally a D4.
Yeah. So you just hear him wailing in pain as the dagger hits. You watch it. The stone flares on the back, and you watch him immediately just like he just begins to necrotize and wither, and he is gone.
5 on the dice.
6.
That's 5.5 times the damage of a normal dagger, though.
Yeah. On top of the fact that it insta-killed something.
Joe?
Dagger just goes, shing, ching, 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 ching,
But
falls.
auto crit, wasn't she supposed to add 2? Or did you just double the damage?
You
He rolled the
double-
damage
you double
twice
the
and then
dice.
add-
double the dice, but then you still add the modifiers straight.
Yeah, he had the modifier
Did
at
you
the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
doubled
rolled
the
twice.
D4s and all of her.
So she rolled
attacks.
relatively low, but still has a lot of damage for a stupid dagger.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
I feel like Bashram might have been involved on some of those rolls, though, considering.
Well, yeah, kind of. But despite the fact... So here's the thing. I rolled at disadvantage. It didn't matter. I didn't make it one way or the other on either die. So yes, Besharon may have had something to do with those rolls. No matter what, he was dead.
Got us a little luck.
I'm
Seriously.
gonna go pick up my the dagger.
So the guy is hanging there.
Oh, well, that was a lucky thing.
Or sorry. Wrong Taijungi. Gotta get in the right order here. One second.
Nice power
He's
pose,
thinking.
though.
Gotta get into character.
And if he says lucky, I'm gonna say luck's not really on your side.
Someone else voted for Nero.
Well, he's thinking, which one of you is average taco?
Who is
Because again, you're
average
using
taco?
stream names I've never heard you use before.
Average taco.
Oh, stupid devil. Die! Ich kack Fedra Sturkovra. Whoever you are,
You're right where the devil left off.
Not really.
whoever you are, thank you.
I wouldn't be thanking me yet.
Do not use the blade on me, please.
Well, I wouldn't be thanking me yet.
Oh, please don't. Hell, why did I come into this hellhole?
What did you do to tick off Besharon?
Oh, Besharan. That makes sense. Well, fine, use blade.
Credence, he makes his way as he hears the scream. He's like, wait.
He said, go do it!
He made the Besharan angry. That's probably for a good reason now, isn't it?
No?
Well, Besharon's the one that got you out of the Underdark. So,
Yeah. Like I really happy and that I'm beholden to her. What did you
not, I
do?
am.
What did you do to make her so angry? Well, if you want to know the truth, I found the old temple, made sure it did not stand anymore. Made it go boom boom.
that would take off any god.
Yes, of course it would. But Besharan, she is evil. Why would I want her temples to stand? Hey, Yagamoth.
There are a lot of evil temples that stand.
You just ask her if she's Yagamoth?
He just said, hey, Yagamoth.
No. I heard "are you?" and I was like, she's not exactly wearing much.
No, he knows clearly who it is. Well, what it is.
Makes sense now.
I don't like to leave evil god temples standing if I find them. Not my kind of thing to follow.
It wasn't mine until yesterday.
Did you get really desperate or something?
Ask him.
Seriously, why are you running with Yagamoth? Well, it's a long story. But she's not wrong. We were desperate. We needed out of the Underdark. Yeah, I understand that. I had to get myself out a couple times too. But never through her. Come on, we all know. I probably am better to get you out of here than that dagger. You're not wearing anything. I don't know how you survived so far.
Look.
And you're really not wearing anything. Put some clothes on.
You
Seriously.
We can take yours after you're dead.
Yeah.
It's
Still
not
on the
going to
table.
fit. What?
He said, your death is still on the table.
Why? I get you out of here. We make trade, yes?
I can't trade with you. You're gonna have to do something to get you off the list of...
I'm not making any deal with her. And there's nothing that's going to get me off her list. All she wants is power.
You know, a few people like that.
Oh, yes?
Not all Yagamoth.
Not surprising. Many people are after power. Fool king that made this place was after power. He almost found it too. He was very short, but
It was very short.
oh no, he just barely came up short of finding what he was looking for. Not making short joke. Thank you very much.
That makes sense. All the statues we've seen are like 10 feet tall.
May have been diminutive because we were Taejungi, but shut up.
You kind of walked into that.
Fatter, not shorter.
No, don't get short with us.
Shut up.
Credence, what do you want to do?
Do you really think I want to kill him?
No.
He's proven to be someone that at least wants to do good. By the sound of it, anyways. And sounds like he might know something more than we than we even thought. He thinks that he knows where the Stone of Power is. Sounds like.
It sounds like something that shouldn't be found.
You're probably right.
So wouldn't it be better that he just disappears?
Well, remember where I told you that sometimes the greed does come in a little bit. I'd sure like to put one of those things into the sword.
No.
It'll keep it sealed and more capable of warding off the dark.
That sword already doesn't need to be made. And you already have enough people who don't want it to be made.
I know. But it would be the best ever made on the earth. That is why I want to do it.
You sound just like that annoying Eldrin.
You're rubbing off on me.
I
Plus,
sound like my father.
I can only imagine your friend Key would love to see some shinies like that.
That's talking dirty.
He brought the burp into this.
You pressed the bird button. You shouldn't have did that.
How about this? I'll let him live. If you get me Star Mithril.
Star Mithril.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need it for? You don't know how to work it.
I know a few people who do.
Fine.
Is that a deal?
I don't really want to make it, but sure. I'll trust you enough to not be stupid with it.
No.
Bad choice.
It's a deal. Now let me see if that deal.
Are you really making deals like this? Why? Come on, let me down.
Take my torture dagger.
My life is only worth gems and metal.
Sadly,
Yes.
Oh, why am I don't want you to save me. I'll hang here. Seriously, don't.
I'll take my other dagger I have procured and cut him down.
We were waiting for so many to get to that sentence.
Literally, the DM just sighed with relief.
I'm gonna take the torture dagger, and I'm going to move closer to him.
Oh, shoulders. Oh, pain. Thank you.
Greetings, remember we have a deal.
Yeah, remember, you have deal.
Remember, I can still stab you with the other knife.
Oh, please no.
I like my sword what it is, not burnt to a crisp.
I don't want to meet Besheran like that.
You shouldn't have burnt one of her temples down.
To be fair though, exploding's not exactly a good act. I would call it neutral at best.
It went down. Everyone's happy. Except her.
I got the big boom, temple went
Down.
down, everyone wins!
And look, I
Yep.
made a bridge.
That took me like what? 10 seconds.
Now let's go get this power stone and get the hell out of here.
I'm sorry, I think there's a copyright infringement. I think it is a stone of power.
Stone of
Hold on,
power.
hold on. You want me to show you where this stone is, right? You may deal with him to save my life, but you don't make a deal with me.
I stab you with knife or you show me the stone.
I'm no longer tied up. You try to stab me with the knife and you'll see what happens.
Don't tempt me.
Hmm?
I said don't tempt it.
Here.
I can protect myself now. So could the demon. And guess what? We're currently standing at about the same range he was.
Don't tempt me. Demon got lucky.
You don't think I don't have luck on my side?
Oh, I know you have luck on your side. No one walks into a room with devil and just kills him like that. Of
Well,
course you have luck on
obviously
your
I've proven
side.
that I am something that you probably shouldn't be trying to deal with.
I don't exactly want to, but I would like to make deal.
Well, what do you have to offer? Besides the
Stone
stone.
of power.
And what do you want?
What do I want?
Star Mithril.
I want the knife.
Ooh.
Torture knife or this one?
No, I want that knife.
I can't give you this one.
Oh, yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Well, you could, but you'd be dead.
I would very much like to not die, please.
I want the purple knife.
You get the purple knife by making a deal with Besheron since you burned
No,
down
no,
the
no, no.
temple.
Listen. I will give knife back to you.
What do you want the knife for?
Do not die.
Oh, so you want it while you're with us?
Da.
No.
Fine. Go ahead and kill me.
Greetings, he gave permission again. That's twice.
Mission again.
It's not the right thing to do, and you know it.
But
You got a deal for Star Mithril, and I have a feeling there's a good reason for it.
you
Keep whispering away from the mic.
Sorry, there's a good reason for
I'm
it.
just sorry, it's been bothering me the entire stream. Like, you get quiet, and then move away from the mic.
I apologize, she's right there. Okay.
I'm sorry, man. I call it as I
I
see
told
it.
you I had to make certain deals to get you out of there.
I know. Like I said. You want the metal. You want the metal.
And as far as I know, there are still people listening in. Just give us a little bit, and then I can tell you.
Well. Fine. Just don't kill him.
But it'd still be tempting.
Tempting, not tempting. Make the deal. Come on. We're playing roulette.
Toss the dagger in the air. If it kills you, it kills you.
No.
Oh, you let luck take over? Do you really want to play Russian roulette when one of the people has Becheron on their
If I
side?
give him this knife, do I know whether the knife will work for him or not?
No.
No. If I give him this knife, he has a possibility of using a weapon against us that we cannot beat.
You can beat it. You just have to make a high enough con save.
I
Very
hear
easy con save to fail.
It's an extremely difficult con save.
Is it? DeVito made it, like, multiple times.
Yeah, I know, but you had high con. Anyway, 2 meta.
Failed it like 5 times.
It's a knife that we possibly cannot survive in his hands.
You are very right. You may not survive if I use it, but I don't have any plan on ever using said knife. I do not like her, if you don't remember.
Which also is one of my other fears.
What?
He'll destroy my knife.
Maybe, maybe not. I promised I will give back.
What
One
remains?
piece.
Will it still be in working condition? Sorry.
Yes or no? Make deal.
How badly do you want the stone, Credence?
Well, I would really, really like the stone.
Are you saying this because you want to go or because it's the right thing to do? I really, really want to go. And it's the right thing to do.
And don't get me started, Mithril. Fine.
Done,
Good,
done.
we have deal. Give me the knife.
Stab him. Stab him now.
Do it.
It's gonna take me a second. Hold
Kill
on.
the dwarf.
Come on.
Stab the paladin. Kill the heretic.
Get him close first.
Fine, here. Hold on.
Here's the boots.
No, hold on. My back, yes. Hold on. He walks over, he goes and digs around, he finds his pack. He's like, I don't think it'll fit very well, but here you go. He throws it at him.
Covered.
Credence is like, you think this is gonna fit? Nope.
He's got the Princess
Like-
Leia bra.
Well, the boots work.
I begrudgingly hand over the knife.
Thank you.
What?
What?
Reading chat. Night Fury ON3 said, on this episode of Deal or No Deal,
All right, so,
Did he now?
I applaud you.
huh?
That's him.
All right,
I
Night
thought Jack
Fury.
got funny.
All right. So,
We all know where the funny.
he takes knife from you. It's like,
It's just us and your.
now I
friend.
show you where stone is. Come on, let's go.
It's really no competition.
Okay, now that was all going on. You guys now are making your way down. You've been able to make your way through down to floor 50. Floor
This
50.
is where the level cap rises and the monsters get more difficult.
Yeah. So far, you haven't even had any monsters that you've had to deal with.
As soon as we get to floor 49, before the stairs, I just go. And I'm literally just one step at a time. Looking
Okay.
for traps.
All right.
By the way, I am marking in Thieves' Cant every so often.
Okay.
Him. For
Because
Give me a sleight of hand check to see if anybody notices, just in case. Or do you care?
I don't care.
Oh, if you don't care, then that's fine. You still get a thing from Credence like, seriously, come on.
Seriously, yes.
Why? I don't think you're gonna find a birdie down here anyway.
It's not that. It's if the birdie finds us.
Well, I don't think he's gone. He's probably dead if he's in this hole.
Cut 2.
He is with the other idiots. Hopefully they have
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, Birdie is taking one step at a time.
Casting guidance on myself.
Okay, and investigate.
Saying eldritch things as he does guidance.
Yeah, creeping everyone out thoroughly.
Meanwhile, salud, cuervo. Bless you.
It's a 17.
17.
I haven't rolled above a 12 this whole night.
Oh man. So as you are making your way through the hall, you don't notice any serious trap around here in the main places. You do notice though that when you get to doors, there are some that have a marking and some that do not.
Okay. Do I recognize the marking?
But they only started on floor 50. This is the first time that you've seen a specific marking on doors.
If you open the wrong door, you find a monster dance party.
Do I recognize the marking, or is there anything?
You don't recognize the marking. It's just, it stands out because it's not in a tongue you know. It's not a symbol that you recognize, but it only shows up on a couple of doors down the halls.
I point this out to the group.
I use comprehend languages.
Okay. It is not a language. It is just a symbol.
Okay.
But it's something that you don't specifically know.
Okay.
I look at the group, I point at the symbol, and I go,
Could I do an
Any
intelligence
of
check
us
to
know?
interpret
good,
the symbol?
bad, I don't know.
Interpretate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't. Yeah, no,
Or interpret, I guess. Shut up.
I just like that it was an intelligence check.
I'm
Interpret.
tired.
It's okay, man. I'm just giving you crap.
So
Respect
I'll do
his
a religion
authority.
check. You do an arcane check. You do a history check.
I'll do a nature check.
Cover all
You do
the
a
checks.
nature check.
I'll do a strength check.
Do a sleight of hand check. to
On the
pick my
door.
pockets.
Can I do an insight check on it?
An insight check on it?
Yeah.
On the symbol?
Yeah.
You can try an
Is it
insight
hiding
check the
something from
symbol.
me?
I don't know. See if I can get any inkling of what it's trying to suggest. Alright, that's going to be an 18.
18.
Yeah.
You get an overall sense that you're just like, I don't like this symbol.
Okay.
It, like, just knowing kind of the story of the king that was down here,
Uh-huh.
right? You get a feeling that, yeah, he was probably crazy.
Mm-hmm. Probably messing with some dark magic and stuff.
Yeah.
10 minutes to cast detect magic.
Probably only use doors that don't have this symbol on them.
Sure. Sounds like
I'm gonna show you the symbol.
Okay.
I'm gonna copy the symbol into my book.
Here we go
Hey,
again.
what? You've seen me write things in my book before. It's nothing off.
In blood as well.
No, it's in trouble.
No, we've seen him use it as a sponge though.
That's true.
And the book is still usable. This indicates problems.
Yep.
This indicates magic.
I really want to throw the book down the hole.
It goes. Poof.
Does the book have metal on it?
I don't know.
Yes,
about to.
it does.
I take the
The
book.
bindings probably, yeah.
Stab an arrow.
It has a
doesn't
clasp.
hole.
It has a clasp.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
clasp on it.
yeah. I don't know. It went from a generic notebook to this thing.
I like Tay's idea. Stab an arrow into it and toss it over the side.
To be fair, before you said that, I was gonna say.
Whether it has metal or not, it does now.
I was gonna say is I'll just cock a bolt in my crossbow, shoot it into the book, and then toss it
You would
overboard.
have to get
It explodes with like a 20-foot thing of blood out of it.
Oh, that.
That's still
filter.
strange.
We don't
Okay,
know if that
guys.
filter continues down.
I am passing you the sacred book. Please don't mess with the book. Just check out the symbol.
Just check
Quick,
it out.
copy
Quick.
everything in that book.
Quick, flip through the pages.
Flipping through the pages.
Notice the eye on the book. Anyway.
Wait, is that Key's book?
Is that a Laven Thumbs? Or not Laven Thumbs.
Levin Thumbs.
Series of these sword. Ah.
No, series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, that's what I was going
Not
for.
that eye, no.
I gotta play this.
Did I tell you how funny it was when I figured out that the one banker dude's last name is Poe, and his sons are named Edgar and Alan?
It's really funny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at floor 50, your intelligence check to check for traps.
Traps and camps and whatever else.
You find no traps. There are a couple of markings that seem to be leading. You see a couple of markings that seem to be leading towards the ones that have the marking, and others that say that basically are like, "Don't go there." Right? You're like, okay, that's good to mark. So you follow where the symbol seems to be.
Is that this one right here?
Yep.
Isn't that the one that Key showed us that one time?
Nope.
No.
No? Okay.
The only symbol I showed you was my thieves skill.
Symbol you've seen before though. Not your character. You.
Oh, okay. In the past.
Oh, which
It's a symbol
one is
that it's a
this
symbol
one?
that Connor has seen.
Let me guess.
Oh! Oh! when I saw it, when you handed it over, I was like, that looks like one of the sins.
Yeah, that looks like green. I'm gonna go ahead and assume.
No worries. That has nothing to do with it.
This is going to be a really crude drawing of
Yeah, so
Oh
was
yeah,
mine.
you should see the one I did. It's bad.
Okay, so
yeah, but I copied
going
this
down these halls, following Key.
Do I notice a thieves camp that says key?
No,
Not yet? Okay.
We've established she is down below.
she's really
Yeah, but
far
we don't know
down.
how far down she's traveled since I came out.
She's only traveled down.
They traveled about 10 floors.
We already
But we don't know what floor I came out of.
Nah,
Is what
that's
he's
the thing.
saying.
Right. So
I'll have to redraw that later, but
that's fine.
If you want my opinion,
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely.
I get a
what the
bad.
sin
I,
symbols.
if you want my opinion, I have a bad feeling about those.
I point at it, I give a thumbs up, and I start following the camp writing.
All right, message received.
My take on it's nothing.
I was 100% sure that's the greed symbol. Because it looks like a hand grabbing something, and you said specifically each symbol kind of represents what it is.
And the Mad King was also.
Greedy.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay, so you guys make your way here. Now this is kind of cool. You start seeing symbols as you go that seem to point and help lead you towards the something that has been found, right? What you end up finding is
Back to him. Maybe just go back.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to look at it.
I saw it.
Okay.
sorry. Elena's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Mitten's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Stupid symbol.
The cleric
Doesn't
doesn't
mean
care.
anything to me. Well, I said I was gonna roll religion, and that was ignored. So.
Oh, whoa! You're gonna roll a religion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I was gonna roll.
I'm
for
sorry.
Connor, too.
I am sorry.
It's fine. It's
I'm so
fine.
sorry I didn't hear you.
It's fine.
Roll. What did you roll?
A 19.
Dang! Okay. On the symbol that's found on the door?
Yeah, but it's fine. If we're gonna continue, then we're gonna continue.
It's okay. As far as religion goes, you have seen this very vaguely connected to Becheron. In just old texts that you've read. This symbol is vaguely connected to her. So you're like, why are we here? Like,
Okay.
you know who she is.
And I rolled a 20 for Connor.
What is that?
He had a D4 stuck to his forehead.
Two of those.
I don't know if I can get the metal one to
metal
stick.
probably won't
but-
stick.
All right.
There you go.
Yay! Hey, look, he's a baby tiefling.
Wow. Damn, I suspected it, but man, you are a large baby.
All right, so, when you get to this place, it leads in. You guys come into what?
Was there nothing with the Arcana?
With the Arcana? No, there's nothing
Okay.
specifically with the Arcana.
Okay.
Nothing that you know of. What did you roll?
I
There?
rolled a 20.
A 20? There's nothing that you know of specifically connected to this.
Okay.
Just because it's not something you have ever seen.
Okay.
It is pretty. It's pretty obscure in those realms for magic. You have an inkling that it could have something to do with a seal mark.
Okay.
As you make your way leading these guys along, you get to a door that seems a bit hidden into the wall, but you can see the stuff that kind of points out, and you're able to figure your way, and the door slides open. Inside,
Sorry, did you tell us what you found?
she did.
Okay, yeah. If this is related to Beshron, we really don't want any part of this.
No.
He just looks at you.
What kind of door is he opening?
He doesn't physically open it. He like does a thing, creates a causes a mechanism that opens the door.
Just
Very well. When you're all slaves to her, or your souls have been stolen, don't come crying to me.
What are you afraid of? You don't have a soul.
You're cute.
So, inside here, this looks like it may have possibly been an old throne room. It still has tapestries and a high-backed seat. There is a long table in here made of stone that is built into the built from the floor, just carved as if the room was carved out of one piece, right?
If Oblivion has taught me anything, do not sit on the throne. It is a trap.
I sit on the throne.
Oh my god! Oh, you guys just are looking for it. That's okay though. Yeah, what you can see, it appears like it was at least some sort of an official room of some sort, but possibly a throne room at some point. There's one massive tapestry hanging from ceiling to floor, and what you see there is a dragon that is curled around a pile of gold in the tapestry.
And his name is Smaug.
No.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going somewhere else with that
So
one.
the rest of the room
And
is
his name
Baron.
is, and I was just like John Cena.
Oh my gosh.
So the rest of the room, I'm guessing, is kind of bare. So we have the table, but nothing's on the table, nothing's on the throne. just
Nothing's
bare.
on the table, nothing's on the throne.
Is there other doors leading in or out?
There are not that you can see. You have an odd feeling about this room. You very much detect illusion in this room.
Okay.
What about Mr. Trueside over here?
Yeah.
When he enters, he can see it.
Ah, gotcha.
dare I ask?
It's a real dragon.
Oh
No,
gosh.
what you can see in this room, the entire table is lined with gold goblets and plates and dinnerware. The throne is gilt in gold. And it looks like truly was a room fit for a king.
Well, there's nothing in here. Let's just keep going.
There is also a sword that is sitting in the throne.
You can't get all of them.
No, he can't get all of them. There's no point.
So I don't have enough space to carry him anymore. I'm literally carrying 3 swords on my back and one on each hip
I'm
and
gonna-
one in my boot.
I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
Okay. Now, 1 second. So your detect magic catches illusion,
Mm-hmm.
and it catches an abjuration as well, specifically focused on the throne.
Okay, so is there any? Does the dinnerware exist on the table, like in the illusion, or is it just an empty table?
It's an empty table to them.
Yeah, there's nothing in this room.
Yeah.
Can I walk over there and just try to pick up one of the goblets?
Yes, you can.
Click.
After kind of I don't do investigation on this thing just to make sure, and then
Well, for you can see it. It's not
Yeah.
like for you, you're like, oh, well, the
I'm
room
trying to make
is-
sure that it's not trapped.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I don't even know what that is off the top of my head. Inside. That's just a 7, so I have no idea.
It's what?
It's a 7. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. You don't think it's trapped. You pick up the goblet in hand, and everyone sees you have a gold goblet in your hand all of a sudden.
Just all of a sudden.
It's like, whoa, whoa.
Right. At that moment, the room now, like, mist in that, like that wavy
Kind of like a
Ripple
mirage.
haze, like a mirage, yeah, like a
me.
mirage ripple. The whole place goes away and turns into what you can see. If you have light cast or something to give off light for those who don't have dark vision,
I have my lantern going still.
and
Glittering golds, trinkets, and baubles.
yeah, you can see this place is gorgeous.
Is there still abjuration on the throne?
There is still abjuration on the throne, and you can see the blade sitting in the throne.
Remind me what abjuration does again?
Protection.
Gotcha.
Key. Go try sitting on the throne.
There's a sword there. That's not Nero
So,
talking. That's
it's-
Take a look around.
Now that you see the sword, you feel that it is the sword,
Oh,
not the
okay.
throne. But at the time during the illusion, you're like it's centered on the throne because you don't know where.
Okay.
Now that
else.
the illusion's gone, Shelia? No? Okay. Walk out the door.
I'm going to approach the sword.
I'm going to approach the goblets.
Bird left, guys.
I know.
Just
Well,
letting
I'm
you
just
know.
out the door. I'm not. In
Yeah,
the
you approach the goblets.
I have a small bag of holding.
Okay. You take 12 goblets and stuff them in your bag. Well, 11 goblets. He
11
has.
gold goblets.
He has the 12th.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
Perfectly
It's
good
all
room,
yours.
and you ruin it with all this metal. I will never understand you.
Isn't the
You're
throne
You're
made
okay.
of
You're
metal?
okay with gold. It's
I am
iron
okay.
that's your problem.
I'm fine with gold. It's still
Speaking of
gaudy.
which, isn't there actually metal in your person because you have gold coins?
I just have a handful of gold coins.
Yeah. What's the Mittens thinking about this whole situation?
It's Becheron stuff, so she's
You're all turned off by everything now
Yep.
because you think it's all connected to Becheron.
gonna follow Key.
Okay, she just turns around and walks with Key. You're collecting goblets. You are doing.
I really want to identify this sword, but that'll take an hour.
Yeah.
That'll take way too long.
Let's just pick it up and walk away with it.
Only we had a bag of holding to store it in while we wait.
No, that
Yeah, if
I'm
only
just
we
right outside
had
the
a
door.
bag of holding.
He has a bag of holding.
I don't.
He does.
But the more what I'm thinking of is this. This is a dungeon focused entirely around greed. There's probably going to be punishments the more stuff we grab.
Possibly.
Probably.
Possibly.
Probably. So I don't want to just pick it up, but I want to know about it. Can I do like an Arcana check to just learn about it?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
Ah!
That would mean we'd only lose you.
She's like, it's a profit from my people. Leave me alone.
That's not the one that's in there.
That is an 18.
18. You have a strong inkling that this is something you probably don't want to touch.
That's what I was afraid of. I walk away.
You wanted.
But you really want to know why.
I really do.
It's also almost 11.
I know.
Yeah. It would
Um,
be a good place to call it.
One moment before we call it.
He has to kill us all first.
No. So your detect magic is still on.
Uh-huh.
Because you've approached near the sword, you do notice there is something at the back of the room.
Oh, Dark Side rules. You always check behind the chair.
I guess I'm gonna go look at that real quick.
Okay, roll me a quick investigation.
Well, if he feels something's there, then can he be led towards it?
Well, he knows where it's at, but now he has to learn about it.
20.
20. So you have the feeling that this is some sort of a locked seal for a door. With your investigation, you're able to figure out how to open the door.
Okay.
You're able to basically do what you need magically, and you're able to unlock it. The door.
I look back in the room. Door?
Keys?
Key.
Orb?
Okay. This is a dark stairwell that leads just down.
And you skipped to a room.
Well, that's promising.
What do I see with the 60 feet I can?
Stairs.
Going down.
Okay, but like any like markings on the walls or
Stairs.
Okay.
I literally mean you got
Your
stairs.
worst nemesis.
You guys, still in the room as he was about to lead you out, hear a in the room behind you.
I lean around the table I'm standing at.
Do you want to check that out first? Or do we want to continue?
Well, if he's trying...
I don't exactly like to go where doors open all on their own. Kind of stupid, right? It's like, hey, hello, kill me. Come and die.
Someone is smart.
Meanwhile, Caleb, oh my gosh, I'm such a genius, I opened a door!
Well, actually, I might sound stupid right now, but there was a boom that happened up above us, so maybe somebody's making their way down.
True, but it's the question is a friend or foe?
I don't know, but
It's
we
indeed
can always
very funny,
find out.
neither do
I
we.
don't know.
We could always find out. Or we could wait at the bottom of this door and see who comes down.
Credence walks over, he's like, I don't think that strategically it's a smart choice to make. It's just a stairwell. There's nowhere to hide.
It's just a stairwell.
So
Greetings! How about you shut up?
It's just a box, what can
No.
happen opening the box?
That
It's
wouldn't
just a
be
book.
smart.
Remember
I
how I
would.
figured it out?
this is behind the throne. It's probably not tracked because it's probably an emergency escape route.
So what?
I'm gonna go look for traps.
We can wait on him.
Don't you have your...
Let's wait, going.
All right,
Do you
But
stand
let's
on
wait.
one side, I stand on the other.
Oh, it's true.
And I will hide behind throne.
You stay in my sight.
I am inside.
But are you out
Just-
of mind?
On the throne.
No.
Why? I come round from back and kill.
No.
If anyone bad.
You
Stabby,
stand.
stabby, die.
You stand right in front of that door.
Not putting myself in way of death, no. You
Yeah.
saved my life for a reason, right? I show you where stone is. I die, you can't know.
Well, yes,
You cannot
they'll
find
come
out.
charging at you and
Then you don't
attack
get
on
Star
the-
Mithril, then you don't get anything you want, and then everything ends up turning bad for you. Right?
Technically, you have to lead us to the stone. All I did was make a deal to keep you alive.
I
Do
know.
not kill you.
But you want
Do
all
not
you
kill
want
me,
all these
never.
things. Don't lead me to
My
death.
deal is fulfilled. I
Keep
haven't
yourself
killed you.
keep yourself here. I will not run away. Trust me.
Oh no, you're a Russian, man.
I have a
It's
co-
your-
I have a cousin in the room. I'm not going to leave him alone.
Cousin, you say?
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 15 on investigations. I'm checking for traps and marks on this new stairwell.
There do not appear to be any of those there. The magic seal that he was able to basically piece together, when it came together, made that same
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
made that same symbol.
Do we hear voices coming from the stairwell?
No, you don't.
She is far down.
Hey,
I
you
make
never
another
know.
thunderclap now.
Oh my god.
I'll look at the. I'll look
Let's
at the
just kill us all.
group. I'll look at the group and I'll put down the stairwell. I'm going to point and just go.
I'll go
Okay.
down.
Like I
It's
said
another
earlier,
one
it
of
would
the
make
bigger
sense for them to
symbols?
leave a way to get out with their stuff.
You don't want to
Secret door
follow?
Sounds good to
Nope.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a
She's not
door.
following you guys if you're going down a stairwell with the Becheron symbol.
Like, push her down the
At least she'll land on her feet.
I don't know. After hitting that many stairs, will she be conscious?
She's a cat.
They always land on their feet. Doesn't matter if they're conscious.
Yeah, but like landing. Yeah, never mind.
So, I'm going to leave you guys with the decision of how you're going to handle the stairwell. Guys, anyone who was there watching, mostly I think your family, Josh,
Some of it.
thank you for being here
Enough.
watching. Master Link, thank you for returning. We love to have you here. Keep with us, please. Bring friends.
We've had a lot of new people join us.
We've had a bunch of new people. We love having you here. I hope you had fun watching. I know that we didn't get into a combat tonight, but we will definitely be leading to some things as the story goes forward.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I mean, come on, you can't have D&D without some combat.
We all die.
But thank you so much for watching. Do your best to follow us if you would like. We are on YouTube under Studio Nathan, obviously here on Twitch and on Mixer. We have our one guy on Mixer, Master Link. Let's see. Also, Nathan is constantly doing a lot of stuff on his streams, so you can watch him. He's the one who hosts us. He does a lot of other cool things. He does gaming and stuff, which we actually have joined in with him at times.
Yeah, but
He
we
does
should be
art and
doing a
other
bit
such
more of
things.
it this week. We have a more open schedule, and hopefully the PlayStation networks don't crash on us again.
No
so we'll be able
kidding.
To get some Borderlands 3 in with the PlayStation. This
Borderlands 3?
week. Not 3, 2.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I
"Woo!"
wish 3.
Alright.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Yeah. All right.
Borderlands 2 on the PS. Hopefully the servers are good.
I'll see if I can join you guys this time.
Yeah. But random games, random streams, just check in whenever.
Other than that, like I said, share this with your friends on Facebook or YouTube or wherever. Please keep coming back. The more people we have here, the more fun we can have together and enjoy and spread the love of D&D to the far reaches that we can.
And make sure to join us on our Discord so you can just
Yes!
keep up with us whenever. come
On
talk to us.
Discord. Yeah, on Discord, like, you can chat with us, like, anytime. We're there.
And some days I'll do play with viewers streams, especially when I'm playing games like Dauntless and other things where it's easy for people to join. And I'll use Discord as the voice chat there. So.
That's cool. Cool. Anyways, thank you guys. We will see you again next week. Have a good night. Take care.
Thank you.